Assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me. I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you see greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim.
I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me. I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see.
What up, man?
I'm here for a reason, to deliver a message, and I'm gonna articulate it the best way I can to you. But I am gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I am not sparing. I can't help how people feel. Right? Anybody?
Oh Lord.
Here you go. Don't worry. I don't.
Say that.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. We about to get into it. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. Commander, what up, Nine? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. Nine is in the building. Nine is in the building. Hey, man, I kind of fumbled the ball on this one. Shout out to Keymosh. This is something me and her was supposed to talk about. And, you know, I've been a little under the weather the last couple weeks, really month. You know, I've been kind of down, but I'm feeling stronger. I'm getting back into the groove. So I wanted to talk about this. And I only tried to reach out to go. So, you know, we might be doing a part 2. But this is a conversation, I think it'll be interesting because YouTube is a part of, especially as a content creator, is a part of my life now, right? A lot of people who come through and support, is a part of your life. Even if it's for entertainment, whatever you use it for is a part of your life, right? So the more you interact on here, the more you go interact with people. And, my course of the 2 years I've been on here, I met a lot of great people, and I've been, had some experiences on here, some undesirable experiences, but ultimately, I'm not going to allow that to overshadow the great people I met on here, and like in real life, I see some of the same issues when it comes to people interacting, right? On YouTube, I seen it in real life, like at jobs, in school, when I was going to school. This is the thing, YouTube, it, no matter how you look at it, we real. The YouTube is an app, but the people who partake into the app, they real people, man. We got feelings, we got emotions, we got triggers. We real people. So interacting with one another, just like in real life, if you interact with the wrong people, you're gonna have a bad experience. And I think a lot of times people, Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown, my 33 brother, what up, though? Appreciate you. The 9 is in the building. What up, 9? But just like in real life, I think is a couple points I'm gonna make, and anybody want to add anything to it or subtract, feel free. But it's 3 things I want to hit you on with, right? And one, just like in real life, when we look at society, it's like we call it a microwavable society. Shout out to Leticia. That's the first person I ever heard say that, and I thought it was dope. Shout out to Leticia for that. But we live in this microwave society, right? Where we want things done instant. And we on YouTube interacted. A lot of people, I wasn't on YouTube during COVID. I could see that. I still had my eyesight, so I wasn't on YouTube. I was doing, I was still doing my thing. But I got on like after COVID 22. I've been on here 2 years now. So 22, that's when I got on here. So a lot of people got on here and was interacting with people because they couldn't do it in real life. Like they couldn't go outside the house, they couldn't go to the club. So this became a social. So a lot of people met one another through that. And just like any traumatic thing we go through, right? We come together. It was the pandemic, so people came together. So everything was good. What happened? Soon as everything went back to normal, people who was best friends start beefing out. Double speak, what up, though, bro? What's good with you, bro? I've been in the bushes, man. I say you doing your thing over there, man. Shout out to you, bro. I'm liking them drops. I see your drop game came up, bro. You killing it, bro. You killing it. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. You get Double Speak get 2 monetized channels, man. Shout out to that brother, man. One of the hardest content creators in on these YouTube streets. And he put in his work, so shout him out. Go check out. I usually be in the bushes, or if I don't catch it live, his morning word. Go check out his morning word, man. Pastor Speaks over there giving the word. But yeah, go support, bro. But so after the COVID thing, right, when everything went back to normal, what happened? That's when people start falling out. Well, why is that? Just like that 9/11. When 9/11 happened, bro, It was long as your ID said American, your birth certificate said born in America, it was you versus everybody else. But as soon as it calmed down, we went back to bickering with our neighbors. That's trauma bonding. You're going through a traumatic experience, COVID, right? That was a traumatic experience people was going through. So they came together, but once it's over, then people start showing their true colors, right? So that's one of the things, in real life. This is what I tell people, right? I got friends, right? But it's a reason why we friends, right? Always have a why when you're dealing with people. And this now listen, you got to listen to what I'm saying. Don't hear me out, right? There's a difference between listening and hearing. I need you to listen, just intake what I'm saying, right? Anytime you deal with somebody, it should be a reason, right? Because what happens is when I said people came together because of COVID, that's why they came together. So when it was over, guess what? There was no reason for them to be together. So that's when people start fighting. There's no why. There's nothing bigger than a person, right? Like in the 9%, a better you is a better us. That's the program. That's bigger than any of us. So if my brothers and sisters see me slipping, if they see me not representing that, they come to me like, word, bro, you tripping. This ain't what we about. You see what I'm saying? We got a mission. We have a why. So even in real life, bro, I got friends who I watch football or sports with. Guess what? I don't take them friends out with me. I got friends who, we work on cars together. Well, used to. I'm not working on cars, so I'm not there. But we have reasons why. Everybody ain't meant to be everything to you. If you want a companion, that's different from a friend. Usually a friend has a vested interest. It's something that y'all both are interested in. And a lot of times on these, Miss Chicago, what up, though? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. And I'm just telling you an observation. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just giving you sauce, right? And I'm pretty sure after I say this, you have seen this before because I see it a lot. On this app, in my 2 years, I have observed people who came together for the mutual dislike of someone else. And once they eliminated that, then they start beefing. They came together because of this person they both didn't like. But now that person is gone or out the way, now they at it, right? And all this correlates into that microwavable society because on this app, right, there's a lot of people I rock with. There's some people who I started with, used to be in my chat every day, that they ain't here no more. But we still cool, right? We still cool. I still be in their chats. They still be in mine. They watch. We see each other. It's what up. It's just they got stuff to do. They doing something else around the time I come on, and vice versa. When I first came on here, my daughter wasn't even born, and now she running around. So my life changed within the 2 years that I've been on here. So I have more. The older my kids get, I got babies. So the older they get, the more responsibilities I have. When it's easy when a baby sleep all day, change the diaper a couple times. But then when she start running around and doing it's a different program I got to get on. So it's different things. Like Papa Will ain't been on for a while. We just found out he in hospice. Right? So that's why Papa Will ain't been around. So life be life, man. You never know. But this thing too, right? When you meet somebody, it's cool to be cordial. It's cool to be respectful. It's all cool, but people be meeting people on here and then they their best friend. Like, you don't even know this person. You ain't give this person an opportunity to get to know you, right? I heard some people say you can't be friends with people on the internet. When people say that, I look at them like, okay, I know we can't be cool then because you already got that in your mind. Because I remember back in the day, people had pen pals and they was cool, built good relationships through writing letters, not even talking or seeing one another. We have the capability to do all that. But what people do is they rush. building a foundation. If you go build a house, right? You go outside and you take some wood and start building 4 sides of a house, and you build up and put a roof on it and give it a month or two, the house will fall down. Why? Because there's no foundation. You need something to set down so everything can settle on top. So when they get windy or rocky, it's solid. But people don't do that. They rush things too much. King Miller in the building. What up, though? No new friends, all business. Hey. And see, that's what I'm saying. Even you know what, Double? I tell you like this, bro. Because I see everything. I see what people be going through. Right? I see it. And a lot of times, bro, it's just like with me, right? I've been through some stuff on here, right? I've been through drama and all that, bro. It's just the people who, people say what they had to say, and okay, it's cool. You have a nice life, and I keep it moving. But it's when you genuine and you come on here, you just being your authentic self, and you being helpful, and that I got caught up in that too, bro. So when you say all business, it's like build that, just let time pass, and with people, because people gonna show you who they are. The cool people, they gonna be around. Even when they ain't around, they're around. When you see them around, they still be cool with you. If you don't see somebody for a day or two and then they talking about why you ain't in their chat, like, oh, nah. You never know what people going through. But it's that microwave thing. People, just let the foundation build. Allow a person to get to know you. You get to know the person, right? And then another thing too, like I said, the why. Like why are we cool? In real life is I'm cool with people for reasons, right? And like I said, that why is bigger than both of us. So that's why we come together. That's why we build. That's why we network. That's why we friends. That's why I got some friends who, I used to be into the trading cards, right? So I met some cool people online who was, selling trading cards. I made a nice little penny off of it. And I'm still cool with them. Every now and then they text me like, what up? They sending me pictures of their kids. We cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool people on here. My brother Gary, my sister Tay, I don't even look at them as friends. I don't know how they look at me. I don't really care how they look at me. Everybody look at me funny. I can't see any way to see how they looking at me. But I'm going to tell you how I feel about them. That's my brother and that's my sister, man. Kalani, that's my brother. Commander, that's my sister, man. And I accept them for who they are. And they accept me for who I am. No matter if they like something I don't like, that's fine. That's them. If I like something they don't like, that's fine. That's me. We don't need to be the same. We don't even need to be similar. We can just, I appreciate you for you. When you run into people like that, then it click. Right? It click. It like me, for example, I always try to be transparent, right? And people have took advantage of this. And it's fine. It's fine because when I like somebody, I like them. Even if we fall out, it's like, peace be with you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this season we in right now, maybe this ain't our season. Maybe next season we be cool. If I have me personally in real life, I can't be cool with nobody until we have a disagreement, right? Just to see how we handle that. Because a lot of times, like I said, the microwave society, you'll be cool for so long, never had any confrontation. And then a year or two later, you bump heads and it's something minor and it turned to something bigger. Like, how did that happen? We've been cool this long and then this little thing blew it up. No, we weren't never really cool. We was tolerating one another. That's all it really be. To be honest, you be tolerating people sometimes. There's some people in real life I tolerate, family members. But I don't have to be around them that long. That's why I can tolerate them. I can tolerate them just enough time. Serious in the building. What up, sis? It's so serious. What up, sis? My brother in the building, Nate the Great, is in the building. What up, though? Mr. AI himself. Day one since day one, brother. Hold on, serious. I appreciate you, sis. Hold on. Would you? Would you? Shout out to Sirius. Appreciate you, sis. Shout out to rest in peace, Blade. Man, that's a Detroit legend, man. Shout out to Blade Icewood, man. And the Icewood family. But yeah. When you let time like Nate, right? Me and Nate, that's my bro. You know. I don't agree with everything Nate say. He don't agree with everything I say. But we respect one another. It ain't about agreeing with what somebody say. You know, is about, is this person authentically him? And Nate is Nate. Any Monday through Sunday, Nate go be Nate. You know, Nate go do what Nate do. You know, and you got to respect because of the consistency. You know, I know it's times Nate be like, "Word, man, just shut up." You know, Gary said all the time, but they appreciate me and respect me for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not about being the same. It's not about, you should. I enjoy the diversity that people bring. Right? Nate, when he do his thing, he do it a particular way. Can't be duplicated. When Gary do his thing, he do it a particular way. Can't be duplicated. That's beautiful. And when we talk, guess what? It's going to be people I can reach. It's going to be people Nate can reach. It's going to be people Gary can reach. So instead of saying who way better, if the goal is to get a message to the people, don't matter who do it better, because we all going to reach a variety of people. But together we can reach more people than we can separated. Because there's always going to be somebody who like Nate way better. There's always going to be somebody who like Gary way better. So, like, when I went into that conscious community, I'm like, all they want to do is debate and say who better, the Hebrews, the Muslims, the Kemites. Okay, look, all y'all got these groups of people, right? Why don't you just let everybody like what they want to like? But since you got all these people grouped up, we can bring them together for a common cause. It don't matter who you believe in, because you still got to deal with this shit on earth. So, okay, look, we can do our belief stuff at home, but why don't we come together and figure out how to fix the problems that we all have? Man, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm just being real with you, right? You can take the sauce, you can put it on the spaghetti, you can put it on the ravioli, or you can throw it away, but I'm going to give it to you. All this shit is a distraction to keep us away from one another. The beliefs, the race, all that stuff, the politics, all that stuff is created to keep us separated. Because once we come together, that's like if you hold your hand out, you spread your fingers out, you can take any finger and bend it and break it. But if you ball it up to a fist, you bring all them fingers together, ain't no bending and breaking. Now you about to go through something. That fist when them fingers come together and make that fist, it's going through something. But separately, them fingers weak. And that's how we are as people. We trying to say who way is better, instead of just taking all our ways and bringing it together. Because we can affect and we can help. We can build all differently, but collectively. It don't matter how you paint the house. If you use a spray gun, if you use a paintbrush or a roller, as long as you paint the house, it's getting painted. But people will argue, no, the sprayer is better, the roller is better, the paintbrush is better. Instead of just getting it done. Okay, you go roll on that side, you roll on this side, I'm gonna roll on this side. And when we get done rolling, we all go step back and see what we did. We done painted the house. We done got the job done, not a house painted. Don't matter how it get painted, as long as it get painted. But these YouTube relationships, it ain't no different. I'm just being honest. It ain't no different than in real life. It's really no different. Because guess what? You can know somebody for 10 years and not know them. You can be under them every day and not know them. You ever watch them oxygen shows? Who Did I Marry? You can be with somebody for years, decades, and not know them. It's all about taking your time. Take your time. People go show you who they are. You know, if a person is consistency, this is the thing. It's hard to be consistent in something you ain't used to, something that's not natural. It's hard. You go slip up. You go do something crazy. It's hard to be consistent in something that's not natural to you. You just got to give people time. People can only act for so long. You know, they only go act for so long. And then look for the cues, man. When somebody, I've been telling y'all this, when people start justifying their bad behavior, that's not accountability. That's an excuse. That's an excuse. Any incident I ever been in life, I can tell you what I could have did better. Even if it was me not allowing people to have access to me. Okay, this person took advantage of me. Why did this person take advantage of me? Because they're a bad person? No, they took advantage of me because I gave them access to me. That's my fault. They was just being themselves. A liar is just being a liar. It ain't their fault that they lying. It's your fault for believing them. A thief ain't gonna be nothing but a thief. It ain't the thief's fault for stealing. It's your fault for giving them access to stuff to steal. That's accountability. Because at the end of the day, only thing you can control is you. It's all you can control. You can't control nobody else. So it's up to you to make sure that you're interacting with people in the correct manner. Everybody ain't meant to know all your business. Stop telling all your business. Right? So just stop doing it. Don't ever tell anyone. Don't ever give anyone the weapon of your destruction. You don't need to tell your business. Everybody don't need to know everything. If it's something that can hurt you, why would you tell that? You should hold on to that like gold. My bad. Let me get in the chat. Commander, it's a gift and a curse. I'm all out the chat. Hold on, my baby. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man, because y'all know my channel. I'm trying to get it back popping. After the new year, I got some stuff I'm loading up now. We got some stuff. We do got some stuff. We got some content. Me and my brother working on something. Shout out to Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown, aka Mr. 33. Y'all go make sure to check out his sports channel because he only got 29 subs. And it ain't no way, because ain't no way, boy. It ain't no way. We be over there. We be having fun. Ladies, trust me. You got a space over there too. Commander be over there rocking out with it. Lady Shay be over there. So yeah, y'all come over and check us out. We talk about sports. We talk about everything: wrestling, football, baseball, basketball. We about to start talking about midget wrestling, the micro midget wrestling thing going on. Yeah, we about to talk about that too, because I'm gonna throw a midget before I die. But yeah, we talk about water polo, whatever y'all want to talk about over there. We go. I ain't talking about no water polo, but yeah, definitely check them out, man. We over there having a ball. Keep your business to yourself. Yeah, man. You don't need to tell everybody. I mean, look, man, they got people like me. I'm a life coach. You go find a counselor. I got this one client, right? He just called me to vent. That's it. He just called me to vent. You know why? Because he paying me to shut up. I ain't telling that man business. Nah, but that's why he need to get it off his chest. He don't need me to say nothing. He just want to vent. This is, look, man, when you plan to succeed. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's just what it is. So if you know you have issues, like I got a cousin, right? She can't shut up. She tell everything. She can't hold water. I tell her, I'm like, man, why don't you get a dog or something to talk to? Go talk to a dog. That way, none of your secrets will get out. Because she always getting mad. Oh, they told my secret. You told it. It's not yours no more. Whatever you tell somebody, this is just reality, right? This is reality. Whatever you tell somebody, be ready for it to be said publicly. Because once you give something away, it ain't yours no more. It's theirs. And it's for them to do whatever. You can say, oh, you was supposed. No. That's not reality. The reality is once you give something to someone, it's not yours. You didn't gave it. You gave it. Now, if you give something precious to the wrong person and they abuse it or expose it, you gave it. It ain't about what people supposed to do. It's about what you should do. And I talk like this for a reason, right? This is why I talk like this. Because I know this shit work. Right? I know where it's little things that we overlook. And when people say accountability, largely people think accountability is saying sorry. No, it's correcting your mistake. It's correcting what you messed up. And to correct what you did, it must fall on you. What can you do differently? It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. No matter what another person did, don't matter. Accountability is all on you. You can't say I take accountability, but if you ain't do this or if you did that, that's not accountability. So with me, it's like, even like, bro, I got a wife, I got kids. I be messing stuff up all the time. But my wife know one thing. She might have to say something to me twice. I might mess it up twice. But after the second time, it won't be messed up again. Because I done learned. Okay, I shouldn't have did that. No matter what the circumstances is, you ain't take out the garbage. Well, I was putting the fire out in the kitchen. I couldn't, I wasn't thinking about, okay, look, after I put the fire out, next time take out the garbage. That's accountability, right? It's all about self, man. But it's empowering you, taking control. A lot of times where, and this is just an observation, a lot of times where accountability fails at is us. And I say this because I've seen this in people, and I see it in people because it was within me. Sometimes we try not to be perfect, right? I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes we try not to be perfect. We try not to be better than other people, and that hinders us. That will hinder us, and that will put us in positions to fail. This is the reality. When you do better, you are better. That's just what it is. It's not about being better than other people, but is you do better because you want better. Like when I talk about being a husband, right? You'll never catch me on here flirting. You'll never catch me. I talk about my wife consistently, constantly, because that's my wife. That's my life. It's people who, there was one person said something, oh, his wife ain't black. So you ain't married to her. What do it matter? I'm married to her, not you. And the same people who be saying stuff like that be calling black women bees. You'll never hear me do that. My mama black. My sister's black. I don't disrespect black women just because I'm married to a non-black woman. I know that happens often because self-hate is real. It's people who hate themselves so much that they date outside their race and then they dog their race. I understand that. I seen it. I got into it not on internet, in real life. Got into it with people like that. They thinking we the same. No, we ain't the same. We ain't ilk, boy. We are not ilk. No, we ain't the same. I just love my wife, and she just so happened not to be black. But that don't mean I don't like black women. That don't mean I'm gonna disrespect black women. But if you want better, you got to do better. So don't worry about, oh, I'm being better, I'm bougie. Nah, man, none of that. Nah, don't ever feel guilty for being great. Don't ever feel guilty for being great. Don't feel guilty for being great. People try to that is weird how people try to shame you for being righteous, for doing the right thing. People try to shame you because they can't do it. Oh, that's lame. Oh, that's boring. Oh, that's this. But look what you doing. No, I be lame and boring because I gotta look in the mirror. I got kids, right? And I ain't knocking nobody. I'm speaking about me right now. I got kids. So one day my kids go see this. I don't want them to be embarrassed by their daddy. I got pride. I got integrity. I got dignity. I got all those things. I come on here. I have fun. I laugh. I be as transparent as I can possibly be. This is the authentic me I'm giving you. So yeah, I joke. I have fun. But I'm not on here disparaging nobody. I'm here to build. I understand you can't build with everybody, and that's fine. Some people will come and people will go. That's fine. But I'm gonna be consistent in what I do. We will have fun. We go build. We can build today. We can build tomorrow. But just be you. Just be you, man. Just be you. My bad. Let me get back in the chat. I went scrolled up. Y'all know I can't see. Why y'all ain't tell me Didi was in the chat? You see how they do me, Didi? Shout out to Didi. My bad. I'm scrolling through here. Oh yeah, definitely, man. We gonna be giving a lot of flowers. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all come through tomorrow. Let me get into the chat. Hey, y'all make sure y'all be here tomorrow, man. If y'all don't know, Papa Will, I'm gonna get a time for the show because Kalani go help me. You know, he go run the show with me. Kalani go be my co-host. Shout out to Kalani. If you're in the bushes, go ahead and fall out. Go ahead and fall out. I know you're probably at work listening, but go ahead and fall out the bushes, KY. And I ain't talking about the jelly. But Kalani go, headline the show. So if y'all don't know, Papa Will, right now he's in hospice. And from the information I got, that his organs was failing. So, tomorrow ain't promised today. We don't know how much time he got. But while he's still here, I want to give Papa Will his flowers. I want to tell Papa Will how much I appreciate him. And unfortunately, right now I can't talk to him like on the phone or nothing. So we're gonna make it. We're gonna have a video for him. So shout out to Queen of the whole damn thing. So when Queen get out there, she can play the video for him and he can hear us. And he can get his accolades, get his love, get his appreciation while he's still here. I don't believe in waiting. My grandmother always told me the flowers are for the living, not the dead. They can't smell them when they dead. So let's get Papa Will his flowers. So we'll be on tomorrow. I will have the time posted as early as possible tomorrow. I got to talk to KY. I probably call him when I get off here. But yeah, man. Is life be lifing, man. I went through my little medical thing last month. And we ain't young, man. I'm 40, my cousins just passed away 2 years ago. I had two cousins that passed away in the last 2 years. One was a year and a half older than me. The other one was 6 years older than me. They both gone. So people die young, people die old. So like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but while I'm here, I'm going to do some great shit. So I appreciate y'all rocking out with me and doing it. None of this stuff will probably make sense until I'm dead and gone anyway, but at least we put it on wax, right? And then people can benefit it. It might be going over their head, and 5 years later, they begin to understand it, but it'll be here. So I appreciate y'all helping me build this and create this. So when my kids get older, they hear all this, man. They be like, "Oh, Pops was cool," They see the same side of me, Like I said, I'm like this. If you ask Gary hear my wife cussing me out, me joking with her, me playing with. Look, I have fun with life. Because like I said, I was almost out of here twice, man. That's why I be laid back and chill, and Because look, man, I ain't got drama in real life. I keep drama to minimal. You know, a problem is meant to be solved. That's why we call this the solution seeker. If it can't be solved, I'm straight. I'm good. I ignore it. I keep it moving. Right. If we can't fix the problem, then I'm gonna go the other way. Right? I ain't about to sit around and fester in it. I'm straight. I'm straight. Here no past tense. Yeah. Hey, let me highlight that. When I pass, I don't want no funeral. Everyone, stay. Your local zoo is stay. Hey, take each y'all. Take each y'all. Take each y'all. Take what up, Nine? What up, sis? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, I was just talking about you earlier. I was just talking about you and Gary. How y'all be that's like I think I don't know. Gary probably older than me. I don't know. I probably look older, but Gary probably older than me. So I can't call him my little bro, but Tay is definitely my little sis, man. I appreciate you so much, sis. Especially checking up on me, man. You know, so you know, little Tink Tink. If y'all don't know, my name is poor little Tink Tink. And yeah, they gotta they be making sure poor little Tink Tink, you know, is all right. So I appreciate y'all, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like these relationships, on YouTube or off YouTube is the same. Just take your time, man. Get to know people, get to understand people, and the more you get to actually see who the person is, the more you will appreciate the person. Right? It ain't about being the same or being similar. No, appreciate people for who they are. And if you can rock with it, then rock with it. If you can't, then don't disturb it. Right? You know, just because somebody ain't like you don't mean you gotta, you know, vilify them. They just not like you. You know? So, and I'm different. I'm weird. I ain't like nobody. I'm not comparable. I know I'm not. You'll see pieces of this person. You got to take pieces of that person. You'll be finding people in Mexico and Brazil, all over the world trying to make me. I'm weird. I'm different. Okay. I got dropped on my head a couple times. It rattled it. Right. But these relationships on YouTube, like I said, just take your time. I only think I made 2 points, right? I said it's a microwave society. People rush the relationship, not getting to know people. You don't have a reason why you're interacting with the people. What was the third one? I don't think I made the third point. And I've been talking about everything else, and I forgot the third point. I should have wrote it down. But it'll come back to me in a second. But no, it won't. It ain't gonna come back to me until I log off. Oh, you already know, sis. You already know. I gotta get with you because I'm probably gonna do one-on-one. I'll call you. I'll call you. Yeah, man. I'm feeling stronger, man. I'm feeling stronger. Yeah, it was yeah. I'm feeling stronger. Definitely. I'm about to get back to the chakras. I'm gonna get back to the chakras, Commander. We're gonna get back to it. But yeah, life be lifing though, you know. And it's just, you know, being patient, you know, get to know people, understand. Oh, that's why. Understand why you interacting with people. Understand how to interact with people. Like it's some people who I can joke with, and there's some people I just be serious with. This is what I'm saying. Understand the audience, right? And it's not about what people call it code switching. I call it respect, you know, because it's some people who I joke with, and there's some people I don't, because they're not joking people. So even though that's kind of, you know, disrespectful, you know, if it's a joking person, then it's fine. But if it's not, it's not. You know, people have emotions, right? People have emotions, and that's why I say take your time to get to know people, because you might say something and trigger someone, and they react. But you can't. That's what happens when people get triggered. They react. Are they wrong? You can talk about all that, but it's the law of cause and effect, right? If you do something will happen. So if you joking with somebody that you don't really know, You know, maybe something happened to him and it was traumatic, and now you know, you never know. So even when that happens, right? Because that stuff happen all the time, right? We don't know each other, right? So I can be out here talking about um like my views and opinions are unique, you know. Um like my mother wasn't a single mother because technically she was married to my stepdad, but she was a single mother. So like when I hear people say, "Oh, women raising boys in single mother households," they like, "Well, I was in a household with a stepdad and a mom, and that shit was probably worse. Like this is the shit I was exposed to because of him. That was worse. If my mama was there, I would have had to go find it myself. But I had somebody putting the shit in my hand, using me. So I mean, that stereotypical stuff. Like for me, like I said, I look even when we talk about these things, right? I generally, I'm gonna say generally, I ain't gonna say all the time, but generally, I like to look at it case by case because you can have the same circumstance but a different scenario. You know, two people can be in the same position, right? You can have one mother who's a single mother because she chose to be a single mother because she didn't want to deal with the dad. And then you can have one mother who's a single mother because the dad died, right? I know people like that. So is it that lady's fault that she did everything the right way and her husband passed before their kids get grown? Is it her fault? Is it a woman's fault? Okay, you can say women, you should look, we can talk about accountability and all that. But if a woman makes a mistake and chooses the wrong man, right? Her staying with that man that's abusing her, that's taking advantage of her, that's not that her staying with him is the mistake. Her leaving him is the correct. Now she keep following that pattern, keep getting with the wrong dudes, okay. But if a woman makes a mistake, the way she by choosing the wrong man, the way she corrects it is by leaving him. If you make the mistake of choosing any type of relationship, friendship with the wrong people, the way you correct it is by leaving them. Stop dealing with them. Learn why they was wrong for you, what you didn't like. Usually, like this is how duality work. When you get something you don't like, the opposite is what you really do like, right? That's generally how duality works. If you get in a relationship with an abusive man and you don't like it, that's probably because you want to be in a relationship with a non-abusive man. If you get in a relationship with a promiscuous woman and you don't like it, that's probably because you want to be in a relationship with a non-promiscuous woman. So that woman, that boring looking dork girl, you know, that might be the one for you. You know, ladies, not the hustlers, but the little geeky boys that take care of business and wear pocket protect, that might be the one for you. Because you didn't experience the other side. Yeah, you want that hot boy or whatever, but it comes with something. Everything in life comes with something. That's why I say take your time, you know. Oh, like I was saying earlier, the Lisa J is in a building. What up, sis? What up, sis? Appreciate you. Hey, I gotta remake a couple videos, but yeah, because I ain't getting no commercials right now. We can't hit a commercial break, but yeah, we go remake that. But yeah, everything comes with something, right? So after you experience, understand, yeah, this is what enticed me to it. But now that I experienced it, I know it comes with this. Right? I know it comes with this. So maybe I need to alter my perception and choose wisely. You know, choose the opposite. Yeah, that looked boring, but maybe boring is the way to go. Maybe it's only boring because I don't really know about it. Oh, once I learned about it, now it's cool. You know, it ain't boring as I thought. It just looked boring from the outside. But now on the inside, I'm enjoying this. I'm having fun. Now you might start liking pocket protectors. You never know. Sorry to interrupt. What channel are you guys meeting? Oh, we gonna meet over here. We gonna meet over here. The realest one is in the building. The realest one is in the building. What up, my brother? What up? I ain't even my bad. I ain't even looking at the chat. I just say, hey, realest. The realest one is in the building. Y'all know what to do. Go ahead and triple A. Y'all always act accordingly. But this is what I'm saying. Just give things time. Allow things to. What's the word, Gary? I'm talking like you on the panel. I don't want to say marinate, but allow things to evolve into what is naturally going to be. You know, let things happen. See what it is. Don't try to force nothing. You know, sometimes it's better sit back than to assume. This is I'm telling you this from personal experience, right? I got to tell y'all this story. I was 26, right? 26, and I was married to my ex-wife, and her mother was I don't really like telling people business, but me and her mother had fell out because of the way I perceive she was treating her daughter. And I'm with her daughter, so I'm like, nah. But her mother was trying to put me up on game, right? And I assumed that her mother was just trying to come between us, right? But at the time, we wasn't even married for a year, right? And her mother told me that was the worst thing I could have ever did in my life was marry her daughter. And I'm like, why would you say that about your daughter? Because she ain't shit, and now you ain't shit. You know why? Because she gonna influence you more than you can ever influence her. And I'm looking like, this lady don't know me. I'm not mad at my ex-wife. You know why? Because everything that transpired, I allowed a lot of it. I allowed it. I agreed and I went with certain things. And what she said was right. She influenced me way more than I influenced her. And I didn't even know it. But she knew. And I assumed that she was just trying to drive a wedge in between us. Because she ain't want to see her daughter happy because she ain't happy. Why she want her daughter to have a man because she ain't got a man? Right? That wasn't what it was. She was really spitting game. And because I already had a preconceived notion of what she said, a lot of the stuff I overlooked. But after I was out of the situation, I'm looking back like, damn, OG was really trying to help me. And she said, just sit back and watch her. But I already made my mind up. Like, nah, you just trying to. So a lot of the stuff went right over my head, and some of the stuff I just overlooked. Like I said, a thief is going to be a thief. You can't get mad at a thief. Get mad at yourself for giving them access to your stuff to steal. A liar is going to be a liar. You can't get mad at them for lying. Be mad at yourself for believing. You know, a cheater going to be a cheater. You can't get mad at them for cheating. You got to get mad at yourself for allowing them to cheat on you. People are who they are, good or bad. Only thing you can control is how you choose to interact with them, how you choose to involve yourself with them. Right? Like I said, when you give something away, it's gone. It's no longer private. Well, that was just between us. That's ideal, right? That's ideal. Like if you say something to me, you said it to me, right? You said it to me. But if I say something to somebody, once I say it, it's theirs. And I know, okay, if I say it, I got to be able to stand on it. No matter who I say it to. Because one day they might get mad and say it. And then I'm going to be looking like, damn. That's just what it is, man. So we can't get mad at that. We can't get mad at that. But that's just reality. So just be able to stand on it. But me personally, you know, like I said, it should be like that. And that's how it is, because I don't do drama. You know, you can you can actually build bridges, right? Just by sitting still, you know, just by being a solid foundation for a person, just to work out their ideas, just to vent, just to um, art- allow people to articulate themselves. Because a lot of times, even me, it's some emotions. When I feel it, I usually walk away or shut down because I don't know how to properly express that yet. But I'm aware of that. A lot of people aren't aware of their emotions. So people may say things because they're angry. People may say things because they hurt. People may say things because they're upset. Right. So a lot of times, like, and I learned this in mediating. Right. I learned this in mediating, and it was a sociology course I took. We was talking about expressions of emotions. Anyway, this is what I learned from it. You know, even us as adults, a lot of times we don't know how to express our emotion, so it comes out raw. But a lot of times, have you ever said something and then a day, two, a week later, you was like, man, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. So that's why for me is like, you know, I hold water. You know what I'm saying? Allow people to vent, express themselves, um, because they may feel like that today. They may feel different tomorrow. You know, but see, you got to be careful too. You know, that's how I am, right? And everybody ain't like that. You say something, people, especially on this YouTube shit, it be content now. Oh shit! Let me stop. I'm getting petty. What time is it? I'm good, but you have to be careful. That's what I'm saying. Like, um, look, if a person does something to somebody else, it's only a matter of time until it's your turn. That's another thing I learned in life, right? It's a matter. I give you a prime example, right? No, I won't. No, I won't. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give you an example. Check this out. I'm gonna give you an example. My sis Tay, right? People was when I came on here, she had a bad rep. Oh, Tay mean, Tay angry, Tay this, Tay that. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, well, you know why me and Tay don't have the squabble stuff is because I understand, like, don't fuck with her. Like, people only looking at the effect and don't look at the cause. Right? Tay is sit back and cool until you fuck with her. But other than that, she don't do nothing. She be chilling. So you know what I don't do? Well, I lie. I always fuck with Tay. I always pick with her, but not in a way it triggers her. Because I have triggers. There's been times where I don't, you know, not everybody has triggers. So you can't trigger someone and say, "Oh, look at them, they got this." No, it's called cause and effect. You cause that effect, right? It's a trigger. But then you will see other people, not using Tay as an example, but I wanted to use Tay as an example so you can understand what I'm saying. Stimulant, a trigger. So when you see people, don't just look at the what, understand the why. Because if it's a trigger or a stimulant, in psychology they call it a outer stimulant. What makes people feel a certain way inside, we normal people call it trigger, but they call it a stimulant. Something happened on the outside to make this person feel like that on the inside. Other than that, that's not their natural behavior. They call this a stimulant in psychology, right? So if you see her and she not doing all that, and then something happens and you see her like that, then you know it's a stimulant involved. But then you see some people, that's just who they are. It's the consistency, right? If you see something consistent without a change, without a stimulant, like people be waking up, like Rilla said one day, like, you know, when he first came on here, it was like people waking up and they was gang banging on YouTube on breakfast, like waking up with the, that's consistent. That's who they are. That's their behavior. There's no stimulant. They are the stimulant. They are the shits, right? It's people like that. And that's fine. Just stay out their way. And usually they don't bother you. Even people like that, right? I don't bother them. They don't bother me. You can't go, look, man, you can't go into the hood and expect them to have Starbucks and shit, right? You know, we just had the show the other day. You can't grow roses in a sandbox, right? If you put yourself in an environment where it's chaos, expect chaos, right? Expect that. That shouldn't, when it happens, you shouldn't be shocked. But now if you come over here and then you just see me going crazy, like, damn, what's going on with words? Something happened. Yeah, there's a stimulant involved because that's not my normal behavior. But if that's all this is, then why would you expect anything? Man, I be hearing people is like, shout out to Damn D. Damn D, I went over there one day and somebody said something. He's like, mother effer, this is a beef channel. We for the shits. This is all drama, nonstop. If you don't like this, ain't a safe. But he labeled what it is. So if you go over there and expect people to treat you nice, that's your fault. You got to be able to hang with that shit. If not, you're in the wrong spot. You're in the wrong spot, and that's just what it is. That's reality. Should it be like that? That don't even matter. It don't matter how things should or shouldn't be. It really don't matter. It's how things are. So if you want something a particular way, create it yourself. Build it yourself. That's what we did over here. If somebody on my panel, I'm not dropping them. I don't care how much money you send me. We don't do that over here. What they do it, go over there to do that. Okay? That over here, we don't do that. And I go to a lot of places and their decorum is different from mine. I don't knock it. I don't knock it. You know, when I go into other people's environments, I become Dooley. Right? Y'all know what Dooley is, right? New word alert. Do we know what Dooley is? Oh, Tay, eat y'all. Hold on. Y'all know I can't see. I'm gonna need somebody up here to help me in a minute. Y'all know I can't. No, but you know what? No, Tay is the perfect example, right? Because the more I think I say it, the more people get a different perspective. Not, leave your perception at home. We use perspective because if you want to understand somebody, you need to know them, right? And when I first came on here, Tay had people was always going, oh, she got a bad attitude. And it's like, I didn't experience it. That was the thing. Like, I'm like, what? I didn't experience. And then when I seen it, it's like, well, damn, look what you just said to her. Like, was she supposed to take that shit? like you just think people like that. That's not reality. You just can't say anything to anybody. Some people might be passive. She's not. She ain't passive. That's who she is. So she go speak her mind, and is she wrong for that? No. But people will try to label things like that. Like I see it's people on here They're good people, you know. They just got into situations, right? And the situations, you see another side of them. You, if the right person say the wrong thing to me, you gonna see a whole different. But I told you I ain't positive. Look, the way I am is my choice to be this way. I choose to be this way. That's is a choice. I'm not forcing. No, I choose to be this way. But I always say I am what I'm only allowed to be. That's all I can be. If I need to be a wolf, I'm gonna be a wolf. If I need to be a bunny, I'm gonna be a bunny. That's who I am, right? What I come on here to do is to build and to network. So I'm gonna be word. Y'all don't want to see WD because that's me too. You know, that's me too. So, but the thing, I'm low key the villain, from my understanding. And you know what? A lot of times, and I learned in life, right? Perception is based upon how a person feels, right? We intake information and download it on how we feel, but perception is a little different from perspective. You know how things are. You know, so I try to understand why people do stuff instead of what they did. Me personally, and that way I get a better. That's the only way to understand something. It's not to know what happened, but why it happened. Right? You can keep like if you that's why we have psychology, right? Especially like criminal psychology, because if we don't understand why these crazy people keep doing these crazy things, it's gonna keep happening. Yeah, we know what they're doing, but why? And a lot of times it's just be misinterpretations and misunderstandings with people on these apps. You know I'm misunderstood a lot. I know I talk about behavior. So I can be on here talking like even this show, right? Right. This show. I'm just being 100% real. This show and the people who was in here, they know where the show came from. It came from Kimosh. Kimosh hit my panel one day. We was talking and we was talking about relationships on YouTube, right? And then we start talking to, and I some of the same points I just said. Me and her, I forgot. Gary probably know what show it is, but we was talking. I said, "Oh, we should do a show on that." And then today, I wasn't even gonna come on. And I told Gary, I said, "Let me hit up Keymarsh and see if she's available," because I seen she was on earlier and I missed her live. And I said, "Let me see if she's available." And it was already in my head to do this show, and I was like, "Man, I'm gonna just do it." But the context that I'm talking, I'm pretty sure people can relate to what I'm saying. And somebody in the back of their head will be like, he talking about me, and I'm not. But because I'm talking about behavior or scenarios that people can relate to, a lot of times people will think like I'm talking about them. That's why I said I misinterpreted a lot. I misinterpreted. And I understand that it comes with the territory. That's what comes with talking about behavior. That's what it comes with. You know, and like I said, this is something that's been in the work. It's my fault though, because I hit sis up 6 hours ago. But and I had nothing else to talk about, and it was on my heart to talk about this. We were supposed to do it. I just didn't give her a date because of the way I was feeling. But I'm like, this is something because it kind of go with, how I do my shows. We was talking about perspective and perception, and this goes, builds off of that. It's how a lot of times we look at things and we have a feeling about it. Once you have a feeling, now that feeling is either good or bad, right? That's what creates a perception. But when you look at things without emotions, you can actually see what exists. There's no feeling involved. Okay, yeah, I don't like that, but I understand it. And it's hard to get to that point, but with practice, you'll be there. And understand, like, some things, even if the thing ain't for you, that don't mean it's wrong. Like we talk about this, right? We talk about the beef sector, right? Right. And yeah, we understand all the bad stuff that come with it, but at the end of the day, it's people in there, it's people enjoying themselves. I mean, it's wrong for us, but it's right for them. That's just the reality, right? All them people over there is wrong for us, but it's right for them, right? And what we doing is boring to them, but is we developing, we learning, we growing, we building. So it's right for us. So what's bad for one may be good for the other, and what's good for the other may be bad. That's just reality. That's a perspective. Now my perception is like, oh, that's bullshit. But the reality is, hey, it's just not for me, but it's for other people. It's people making money off of it. It's people being able to feed their kids, pay their bills because they're doing all that. That's the reality. Right? Is it the right way to do it? It ain't right for me, but that might be right down their road. Like I was saying, I don't know if y'all heard that video, but YouTube gave people the ability. I'm gonna sound like an asshole saying it, but people gave YouTube the ability to monetize their ignorance and get paid off of their ignorance. So there's some ignorant ass people on here getting paid. That ain't no knock towards nobody. That's just reality. Like YouTube gave people the ability to monetize their ignorance, the deception, like all the bad things we see in society. People can get paid off of it now. Being that type of person, you can get paid off of that because for some people that's entertainment. That's just reality. It don't really matter how I feel about it. It exists. That was the toughest thing to that was the toughest thing right there to accept, right? Because I'd be like, man, things ain't supposed to be like this. It should be like this. It should like, look, man, that shit exists, right? So just understand it. So you can either navigate around it. You can look, man. If people will monetize your ignorance, right? I seen that on here. Commander, what up, Nine?
What up, Nine? What up, chat?
What up,
I
Nine?
think it started with reality TV because all those people were in their mess and then exaggerated their mess, and then we got into it. Or at least I did. I'm guilty, but then I kind of stepped away from it because I was like, nah, these housewives are too much.
I didn't do the Housewives, but I knew Delicious off of Flavor of Love, so I got hooked into that. I got hooked into what was that, The Rock of Love with Brett Michaels, like that. So yeah, I see what you said. And then people just trying to duplicate that. Yeah, and they did. Regular people.
Regular people. And I do remember Kimosh. There was that one night when I think we were doing I think the topic was can you have relationships on YouTube or build relationships or something like that.
I can't remember the topic, but yeah,
and I think Mentexo was up, so maybe it was a different subject.
Yeah, Mentexo, that was the night her and Mentex. That was a good. I should chop that up. I had some time in a couple of weeks. I might chop that up. I want to see the name. I'm socially awkward. We all know that. What in the nine? Okay, I'm locking the solar plate.
Oh, you're looking for it? I'm like, what is he? He's reading the chat. Oh, you guys, Goddess of Love? It's Dee's birthday.
D. Yeah, Goddess D. Is she still alive?
I don't know.
I was over there earlier.
Yeah, I was over there earlier too, but if you didn't make it, go drop some love in the comments.
Yeah, I think I shared it out, and then I was in the chat for a minute, and my daughter, she had to get her. They was trying to give her all these shots. I'm like, no, I just let her get the measles and the chicken pox, and it was something else. But she all fussy.
Just the regular one.
Yeah, I don't let her get all the. Like, you need a COVID. You need a flu. Like she's straight. Like she is straight. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, I don't want to go into that topic, so I'll refrain.
Yeah. I don't know what show that is because I'm
Gary said it's about 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Damn, bro,
But you know,
time be
YouTube time is like
flying.
a whole warp. Like
Yeah,
sometimes it'll be like 6 days, and I feel like it happened like 3 weeks ago, and then it was like 6 days ago. YouTube time is weird.
oh, you know what it
Time warp.
was? It was the uh it was when I was talking about like the game Woman Rental Man. It was that show because that's why Mentexo hit the panel. It was telling us about how the women was running the game on them.
Yeah.
So it was I forgot. I know now I can find the show. Man, I was down for like 2 weeks. Yes.
After
I was,
that, I heard somebody today on YouTube say that she's not allowing her son to be a simp because whenever he gets his allowance, he likes to go spend it on girls or give girls money for lunch or whatever at school. And she's like, no, 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 cut that out. It's kind of, I don't know. I've never, have you guys ever heard that? Like a parent try to teach their kid not to be a simp?
my mom was trying to teach me not to be a pimp.
A pimp, okay.
Yeah, a pimp. I was more of I was like, I had hair and everything. That's probably why I got this bald spot now because my hair was like, yeah. So women, like girls, used to always want to play in my hair, and I was bigger than most of the people until I got to high school. So yeah, it was like I always got attention that I didn't want, that I didn't really care about. So I never was a simp though. I was literally brought up around pimp, well, a pimp, not multiple pimps, but
I think people should teach them how to have like balance,
yeah,
like not completely be like a jerk. No, like still give your seat to a lady, like still have some sort of chivalry.
but you know what killed chivalry?
Women
The
not
women
wanting
movement.
people to open the door.
Oh,
I love it when
equality.
somebody opens the door. I say thank you. I don't want my husband opening my door every time. No, I don't like that. But like at the store, yes, but not the
Oh,
car.
oh no, my wife. I see her culture different too because this is what I'm saying too, man. Like if you, my wife culture, I'm looking like, damn, I ain't know all that. But like, the women in their culture cater to the men. So the women will be behind the men. The women will open the door for the men. You know what I'm
The
saying?
women open the door for the men?
Yeah.
What?
So like
I've
it was like
wow.
when I was it took her about 4 years, and I'm not joking. Anytime she opened the door, I started thumping her finger like, stop touching the door. Like, no, move. She'll open the door, I'll be like, close it. Okay, step back. Okay, thank you.
I serve my husband first. He eats first. I
Mm.
serve him all whatever he needs first, set him up. But not open the door. Do they change the oil too?
Man, I know I be mad because it's like a lot of different uh ethnicities live in my community. So I be feeling bad when I be seeing the Muslim women out there shoveling snow and raking the
For
leaves. I be like,
real.
yeah, I be like, dang, bro, what a man. They be cutting the grass and they a job. I be like, damn. And the dude be sitting in the garage watching her like, dog, man, even the kids, like they be having like teenage kids. I be like, man, no, we wouldn't like that.
Oh
My
wow.
grandma had me open and holding doors since I've been walking. She'll open the door and put me in front of it. And so hold it until she walked through it, until I was strong enough to hold it myself. That's just how I was brought up.
Yeah, I used to do the lawn. Like if he wasn't gonna do the lawn, okay, I'll do the lawn. But nah, forget that. I got a gardener. Gardener
Yeah,
does the lawn
yeah,
now. But I do see people in the neighborhood like the men do the yard. Not everybody has a gardener, but I got one.
yeah. I
Like
get
that's
it.
okay. Like he's tired, whatever, it's fine. Just chill.
We do other things like yeah, because I told my wife I'm like we doing a budget for next year. I'm like, man, I might start cutting the grass. She said, no, you ain't. Unbiased. What up, sis? What up?
Hi, Unbiased.
Hey, Six in here.
How you doing? Okay, I'm supposed to be helping you with the comments.
Six Bows. Six Bows. What up, though? What up, though, Six Bows? Appreciate you.
Where are you looking at? Six Bows?
Yeah, Six Bows in the building.
Oh, snap. What up, Six Bows?
I got it.
But yeah, my mother-in-law told me the argument about who does the chores and what's, he's not holding up his end or he's not. She said, you know what? You just hire a house cleaner. That's it. And have him pay the bill. That's it. Easy. But I can't do that.
The way I was brought up, because my grandmother raised me until I was 9. So it was just whatever needed to be done, do it, get it. And the way like the men in on my dad's side, like my uncles, the way they brought all the boys up is to protect and provide, right? But when people hear that, I don't think they delineate or really go into detail of what protection and providing is. And for us, protecting was protecting from foreign and domestic threats. So meaning I got to protect my wife from me, right? So not only am I protecting her from any outside threat, but any threat on the inside. And also providing wasn't just money. It was provide whatever's needed. If it's emotion, if it's doing the laundry, whatever need to be done, just get it done.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's how all of us are, like all the boys on my dad's side of the family. Like if I see something, if I come in the house and there's dishes, I just do the dishes. There's certain things she don't do. I don't like she fold clothes, right? But our washer and dryer is in the basement, and I don't like her. And when we moved here, she was pregnant. So, after you do something for so long, it's just like a routine. So I didn't like her going up and down the stairs. So she ain't allowed to go up and down the stairs with the laundry no more. Like we got to throw it down the chute. I wash it and then bring it up and she'll fold it, so it's teamwork.
Nice.
But if the dishes need to be done, I do them. I don't let her take the garbage out. I don't do windows. She like cleaning windows. You can do your thing. Like the bathroom is hers. She don't, and like nobody cleans the bathroom but her because she want it done a particular way. Fine, you do the bathroom. But if it's something that, I got kids, so if they just throwing stuff, now I clean it up. But it's a ritual for her every Saturday. She do like a deep cleaning in the bathroom. Like the dog stuff, she won't get a dog a bath. I do that. This is like man stuff. She ain't cutting no grass. She ain't shoveling no snow. I do all that if I don't pay nobody to do it. But we got a lawn service to come out and cut the grass. But I got a snow blower, so the snow, and then we don't really get hit with that. But it's just get whatever need to be done, get it done. Just get it done.
Yeah. I wish it was like that, but my husband he washes his own clothes, so that's good. He washes, folds, does all that his own clothes. I do my own, he does his own. Why? Because he likes his stuff a particular way, and I'm just like, okay, you want it done your way? That's it. Go ahead, go for it. So he's been doing that for a long time now.
Open the door for me. I would just sit there and wait on him to come around. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Six Bowl. Now my wife do that. Like I don't even drive no more. But when I was driving, she never touched her door. Now that I don't drive no more, we put the kids in the car and I open her door. I just for me too, it's for safety reasons. And I had a friend. Him and his girl went out, and they was getting in a car. And as he was walking, she walked to her side. And as he walked to his side, somebody pulled up, snatched her purse, and dipped. And she was like, kind of traumatized by that. And I was young though. I was probably about 17, 18. After that, I was like, I would make sure the woman get in the car, before I get in, and that way I know that she's safe.
Yeah.
Because they was just walking to the car, and the car pulled up in the spot right next to him, snatched her purse. Like when he snatched it, of course she fell down, and he almost ran her over when he pulled off. The driver just pulled right up there, snatched it, and
Right.
they was coming from the movie theater, so it was like an open parking lot. So he just pulled up, snatched it, and that was in the. It wasn't too far from where I live now. It was in a nice neighborhood. But anything happened anywhere. So
Well, if I drop off somebody at their house, I always wait to make sure they get in their house okay.
yeah.
If I was a man, I'd probably walk them to the door, but Tay said, "Girl, you better get yourself someone." I know. I'm gonna call someone next week, just for every once in a while, a little help doesn't hurt. My husband don't do nothing because I don't have one. Wait, oh what? Oh, okay. I'm biased. What 6 says, my husband would wash my clothes and iron my clothes for work. He knew that I need a 1B straight 14-inch. Okay.
My dad does that for my mom, and it's so. Listen. Let me tell you, I spoiled my mom. This is so. My mom, she been going. She doing a traveling nursing, right? And she only like from my house to Toledo, from where I live to Toledo is less than an hour, right? I can get to Toledo in less than an hour. So my mom is only like she might. My dad live a little further. They live a little further, so it might be like an hour, 10 minutes, right? My mom in her own car will load her truck up, and he will drive down to even if like when she was in Minnesota, he drove to Minnesota to set her up, and then he'd come back home. And then when it's time for her to leave, he will drive back to unpack her and pack her back up in the truck, and then drive home. I'm like,
Nice.
you spoiled. But he do that to this day. Like he'll wash her uniforms and iron them for her because he know how she like them ironed. I'm looking like, Mom, you was so spoiled. It ain't like he don't work, but my mom, they love each other like that. And it's so weird because they still young too. My parents not even 60 yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a couple kind of like that. He puts gas in her car. They both work, but she like never puts gas in her car. He always goes and does it.
And that's what he do. He take her car to get washed, but that's how I came up. That's the example I have. So that's like even with my wife, like I clean her truck out once a week. I just I pull it to the backyard and get the shop vac and just clean her truck out. Turn the power washer on, and I ain't gonna do it now because it's winter time, but
Acts
she
of
take it to the car
service.
wash. Yeah,
That's my jam. That's my love language. Acts of service.
yeah. It's just doing what needs to be done. Like y'all think I be joking. Like my wife be like, her feet hurt. That's what this. And see, look, this how spoiled my wife is too. She would say something like, "Man, my feet hurt," and now like I didn't catch on for like the first month. I'd be like, "Oh, okay, just put his feet up. I rub her feet." And then I'll be like, damn, your feet hurt every day. And one day she said it, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I wanted to see what she was going to say. She's like, oh, you ain't going to rub them? And I'm like, that's the only reason why you said it. Instead of asking me, you just say your feet hurt. So she says, like when she don't want to get something, she'd be like, man, I don't know where this is at. And I'm like, so you want the blind man to walk around and try to find it? No, it's on the table. You mind? You just didn't want to
That's
get up and
funny.
get it. Yeah, so that's how she is.
My husband will do stuff like that. He'll be like, I'm out of water. Oh, the ice is melted in my water. I'm like, really? All right. I'll go get you some water. I'm sorry,
Oh,
6. 6 is a widow. I'm sorry, love. Hi,
yeah. Oh, I'm
Lisa.
sorry to hear that.
Lisa's in the house.
Money Girl. That's our Money Girl, y'all. Make sure y'all over there checking out Lisa J Stocks. Get a dang. Well, Lisa, what was that? Was that Disney? The dividends is going up $1. I gotta read that article. But I was I'm too poor right now to buy any stock right now. But in the new
Don't
year,
speak
I'm gonna be
that.
over there. No, I ain't gonna say too poor. I just spent a lot of money. But both my kids' birthdays, man, then the holidays, like and see, I actually spend probably. I ain't gonna say I spend more, but so Christmas is one day, right? But when we recognize the winter solstice, is actually 5 days. So each day they get a gift. And their birthday. My daughter's birthday is the 22nd, my son's birthday the 13th. So 5 days of gifts plus their birthday.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of
I'm
spending.
yeah. So daddy
It's already
yeah.
a spending season. Now you got birthdays to add on to it.
And my sister's birthday 28th,
I
27th.
heard
Good. I got a sister birthday the 27th and the other one is the 28th.
I heard somebody say that Black Friday wasn't that the stores weren't that busy on Black Friday.
Nope.
I don't know. I didn't go shopping.
Man,
I think because most people order online, right? I think because most
yeah,
people do.
and inflation too, man. People get this last year kicked our butt, man. I know
Yeah,
my,
this
my taxes
inflation.
went up on my house. So I mean therefore my mortgage went up. So
But then too, you know what? Like there was a couple times where I stayed up late or whatever early morning and did the Black Friday, and then some of that stuff was still available afterwards, same price, and I'm
mm,
like, dude, I'm not doing this no more.
you get an even better price on Cyber Monday.
Right? Sometimes they'll even drop it, yeah, even more.
I remember those days back in the day though, when you after Thanksgiving dinner, you go sit outside. we had a
Yeah,
we had a tent with
midnight,
uh
5 in the morning, whatever. Yeah, I guess it's fun, but nah.
what
And
was
then
that?
you walk out with stuff you don't need, right?
Yeah. Well, I went to go get, specific things. Like when the Xbox first came out,
Yeah, those
we
are
went,
like hot items.
man, we sat out there for like 7 hours. Right after Thanksgiving. Like as soon as we ate dinner, we went. We had a tent and everything.
Do you remember how people used to stand outside for the new iPhones, the big long lines?
I never did that. Well,
I never did that either.
I was for the Jordans. I stood outside for like two pair of Jordans. And
But
them Hunter Green. I forgot what they was. Was them the? I think it was the Hunter Green 8s. I still got them downstairs. I think it was the Hunter Green
did
8.
you use them ever? Or they stayed
I
in the
wore them
house?
shoes. I had them shoes for over. How old am I now? 40. I had them shoes for over 15 years. I think I wore them 3 times.
Wow.
I was about to give them to my brother. I was about to give them to him, but his foot smaller than mine.
Who here still has stuff from high school? Shoes, clothes?
I actually got. I got a pair. I got probably about 6 pair of jeans downstairs from high school, and I think I probably wore those things. I never wore out of them 6 pair of jeans. I never wore them like total. I probably didn't wear them total 10 times. One pair I never wore. I got a pair of $800 jeans downstairs and never wore.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
How
800 some
much?
800
800?
some red monkey jeans.
Oh no, I'll never understand that.
Yeah,
Pay
eight
that
hundred
much
dollar
for a
pair
pair
of
of
jeans.
jeans.
Yeah, I paid 670. I got some Evisu shorts. You remember the Evisu?
No.
Oh yeah, that was my times with Balenciaga. That's what it would have been like Balenciaga in my time. That Evisus, the
Oh
red
wow.
monkeys. Um, what else? It was Evisu, red
Real
monkey, and something else.
Real said pull up on the pawn shop. No,
bro.
listen, not even the Goodwills have like I feel like Goodwill's even expensive.
You know
Their
what?
prices are almost the same.
I
Go
went
ahead,
to.
sorry.
Oh no, that's my bad. I went to the Salvation Army to. I was looking for like a desk for this for my office when I was doing real estate, and I went to my dad was like, "Oh, go to Salvation Army." He a thrift shopper, and I'm like, "I ain't going there." He was like, "Look, they got some nice stuff there." Man, I went and found the whole desk and chair and everything, but they had what was that called? Ed Hardy. They had some Ed Hardy. You remember Ed Hardy? I
Yeah,
used to wear that too. That shit was expensive as hell too.
Ed
But
Hardy.
they,
Yeah, they still sell Ed Hardy.
bro,
Hmm.
at the thrift store, it was $100. I'm like, who the hell walking in here paying $100 for some jeans? Because when I seen it, I'm like, oh, these ain't real. And I looked at them like, oh, these are. They had them at the thrift store for $100. I was like, y'all tripping. Somebody gave y'all these jeans for free, and y'all trying to flip them for 100.
I went to the thrift store like a year ago. Yeah, some stuff was good. Like the prices were good. Like the jewelry was like good priced, but a lot of stuff was too expensive. They were
My,
pricing it like new.
my mother, she at the thrift shop. I used to take her. I used to drop her off, and then she'd call me, and I'll pick her up, and she'd be like, "Bring the truck." I'd be driving my car because I don't like trucks. I like cars because I like going fast. So I drop her off in my car, and she'd call me like, "Get the truck." My wife drive a truck, so I go get the truck. She bring in a dresser, and I'm like, "Damn." Um, but yeah, the thrift store, boy, it was a lady in Cleveland that bought this. It was a LeBron James medallion at a
Hmm.
thrift store for like $10, and it was worth a couple thousand. It was
Nice.
real like diamonds and gems, and so I mean, you will literally find gold there. Walk
I
around, buy
think
a box, and open it.
I think what's happening too, like the Goodwill, because I watch the Goodwill YouTube channels, people shopping. I like watching it. But they have like, I guess they're like pricing it online and stuff. Like some of the stuff, so they
Mm.
know how much stuff costs now, and they have like a section where they have like more expensive stuff. But yeah, I think because of the online pricing, that $10,
Oh,
they probably would have priced it different now. Yes, I'm biased. These sales are a scam.
oh yeah, I be telling my wife that it's fear of loss. It's a marketing tactic.
Oh, really? Goodwill has a website? You can buy online? Wow, that's cool.
I ain't even know that. Yeah, you'll find some stuff at the. I mean, if you think of, especially like where I'm like the community I'm in too, people go drop stuff off there. Like this is expensive shit there. It's good shit there. It ain't like um some rundown furniture store in the hood. It's actual people donating stuff that they don't want no more. So
Hmm.
you know you go in there and get some good stuff. I remember my grandmother when she first came up, man, she loved it. She was like, "This ain't like," because we came from a small town. So imagine like a thrift store from a small town. It's like an antique shop down there. And when she moved up here, she like, "Oh man, I love this." She's like, "It's good stuff all through it." Man, she used to.
Yeah.
We get our Christmas gifts from there. I remember she got me it was a Michael Irvin. He was a football player, but he got a clothing line like a suit brand. She bought me a sports jacket. I still get that sports jacket, bad as hell. She got me a Ralph Lauren. Is a suede sports jacket. I still got that. She got that from the Goodwill. You'd think I went to Ralph Lauren or Macy's or something. I'm a badass.
I
So I
bought
mean,
a KitchenAid stand up mixer. They're like
mm,
$400. I got it for like 30-40 bucks.
mm.
That was a good deal.
Oh
Plus I
hell
needed
yeah!
it. Yeah.
My wife, I remember she bought my mother-in-law one, and we paid about like $350 for it. It was three something. I think it was like $299, but plus tax and all, it came up to like $350. But
Yeah.
yeah, we still got that. Yeah, them things. And they got. I like it because they got the different attachments. It's like a transformer. Like, was dope when you got that the spaghetti. I don't know what it's called, but you can take like a zucchini and put it in there, and then make like
It turns
spaghetti
it.
noodles out of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fire. That with some pesto.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
That's why I got fat. I'm trying to eat too damn good. Man, my wife be cooking like 6-course meals.
Nice. She likes to cook.
Yeah, the Middle Easterns, boy, that's all they do. They cook and pick grape leaves all day. Man, her mom. Look, see, this is like anytime. I don't know. This is just how I am. Like when we lose people, anytime I think about them, I always think about like the crazy fun thing. Like when I first met her mom and we ride, and her mom like, stop. And she was like, Mom, don't do this right now. And I'm like, what the hell going on? Pulled up to a park. And she was like, come on, come with me. And I'm like, okay. She gave me a plastic bag. She was like, come on, we're walking to this fence. And I'm like, man, what the hell are we doing? She started picking the leaves. And I'm like, what is you doing with that? She was like, oh, we gonna eat them. I'm like, what the hell is we doing? We stealing leaves from a park, like grape leaves. But
Yes, and they're expensive.
man, look, she ain't never paid for grape leaf. We'd be rolling somewhere. She'd be like, "Stop, let's go get those." We'd go pick the grape leaf. Man, the first time she did it, it kind of freaked me out. I'm looking like, man, what the hell? Like we still in leave. But when
And they
she made
grab a
that
lot.
doma,
They fill up the bags.
man, when she made that damn doma, I'm like, I started looking for the grape leaves. Like, hold on, there they go. Man, even to this day, we do. Well, we got to. When her mom was still alive. I took a vine because I had the house I had bought a house and I had grape leaves on back there. So I took the vine and planted it in the backyard. So now we got it here. So
Yeah, the
now
ladies used to come to my house to pick the grape leaves. And then I had to go out there and talk to them. And then so they asked for permission. Okay, great. But then I had to tell them, hey, like only so much, because if they pick too much off the grape leaf, it'll kill because it takes like strength from the grapevine to
yeah,
regenerate leaves. So I'm like, only 2 bags.
but see,
They
it's
fill up them bags.
so what kind of because it's only certain if it's actual grapes growing from it, you can't eat those
Yeah,
leaves. I don't know what they
they
doing with
take
those.
them because
They ain't
grapes
supposed
grow like the red purple grapes. They grow from
they
the
ain't supposed to be eating
vine.
those.
Well,
But
then they used to cook them, like cook the domas and then bring them
yeah.
to me with the rice and the meat inside.
Don't eat that shit no more. Well, no, I take that back. It's just a certain way they got to cure the leaves. Like her mom would never get those leaves because you got to cure them a different way. Because it actually like if you just
Mm.
like if they clean them and boil them, it'll create arsenic. So it's like a process. It's like a siphoning process they have to use. And
He
her
said,
mom
"Don't
was
eat
like, "We
those no
ain't doing
more."
nothing." Nah, man, I'm telling you. Like that. Well,
Okay,
that's what her mom told me. I don't. That's what her
but
mom
what
told
kind
me.
of grapevines don't grow grapes? That's the whole purpose. Like I didn't know
No,
there was
but
vines that don't grow grapes.
it's the actual. They call it grape leaves, but they actually it's just it's more of a weed. But the ones she used, like because the ones that grow fruit, like like if you take a grape, right? If you take a grape and you just it's a process they cure it, they have to cure it because if you don't it'll be so potent it'll poison you. So it's a curing process. That's why they put it in a jug, in a wooden barrel. They're curing it in there, so they have to let it sit in there for a period of time, and then the wood from the barrel actually takes
Mm.
the and then they distill it and give it to us to drink. Like even if you go
Well,
to a
I never got
winery, it's a
sick,
process.
so they must
Yeah,
have known what they were doing.
yeah, they probably do. If they come in and get them, they know what they're doing. It's just a process she like I'm not going through. I'm gonna get my wife. She was supposed to come on this weekend. We were supposed to surprise y'all and come on this weekend, but I'm gonna get her to explain that part.
Did you read Realist comment?
Oh my bad. I can't.
He said, "Hey, yo, am I the only one who got tagged by some bisexual Arab dude? I I don't even know what tagged. Like on a video? Is that what you're talking about? Like on YouTube? Someone tagged you?
Oh shit! Hold on, bro.
Tay said you're on your own. You're on your own,
Nah,
realist.
fool was walking up slow mo
Bust it, you
to the
next.
camera. What? No, somebody tried to get me the other day though, bro. We was sitting up here, and I'm like, "What was it?" I think I forgot when it was like Trump or something. And I'm like, "Nah, you got to show yourself." And then when they flashed, I'm like, "Oh no." So yeah, it's the
Yeah, they
holiday
flashed it.
season. Mhm.
Word got flashed by Knuckles. He said it looked like a Knuckles.
I thought it was like somebody putting up a fist, and I'm like, "Oh, never mind."
That's how little bitty it was.
I'm like, yeah, man. I see why you hate life. That's okay. Had a pic of a gang of fruity. Oh wow. Yeah, people just it's troll mode. People home ain't got nothing else to do. You know, they home and they got nothing else to do.
I don't know. I've never seen a fruity Arab. I don't know. Be careful.
Yeah, Gary. Hey, really, Gary really got to be careful because his name got busted in it. They might, they might take it the wrong way, G. So you got to be careful, bro. Next for what? I can hear Gary's voice saying that. Next for what?
And then Gary's avatar the other day said bussin'. It said something bussin'. I was
Gary busting
laughing.
it down. I
It
made
said
that for him.
it didn't say bust it down. It said bussing. Like bussing.
Busting it
Like I
down.
pictured him dropping it low. Bussin'. Bussin'. You remember those shorts? Bussin'.
We have now entered the petty hour. Bring your petty, all your petty.
Well, as soon as it said petty, that's why I came up.
Bring your petty.
Who else is coming up? If not, we gotta end the show, and you guys know we don't want to end the show.
You know.
Go to bed, word. Go to bed, word.
Yeah, how you gonna send me to HR when HR is already here? How you gonna do that, Gary?
You know who I haven't seen? Lady Shay. I hope she's all right. They're laughing. They're laughing at you.
I moved my head and my mic muted. But yeah,
there's sometimes people that you don't see, like Dolly Bear. You guys remember Dolly Bear? Her account's closed. Last time I went to check, because I haven't seen her.
I thought, who is Phoenix Fire? I thought that was Dolly Bear.
Well, unless she changed her name, but her channel was like completely gone.
No, I think she had another channel. I think, hold on, maybe that's not the same person. No. You know who Phoenix Fire is? Oh man, what is her name? But yeah, I ain't see Dolly Bear. Yeah.
She's been gone for a while. Because that was months ago when I checked and her channel was gone. But now, like Gary always worries about when he doesn't see someone. But if you don't see me for a day, I'm fine. I'm okay. If you don't see me for 5 days, then there might be a problem. Yeah, but you never know what people are going through. You haven't heard from who? Realist? From Phoenix? Been months since she uploaded. I had to check on her. Yo, it's so much going on right now. I reached out to my day one sis to see how she's doing.
Yeah, especially this season too, because it's a holiday season, but you never know. This like November is a crazy month for me. But you just never know what people, might be going through. Even though it's a holiday season, people might not have people to celebrate it with. And so, yeah, you should, this is the season to reach out. I'm happy Kalani wrote that in the chat, because that would have been, it wouldn't have felt good learning after the, you know what I'm saying? Like after every, yeah, it wouldn't have.
Well, because like during like vacation time, the summer, there's less people come on YouTube, and then also like the holidays.
Yeah.
They come on less.
Yeah.
It's just busier.
I'm from a while, yeah. What's going on right now? I reached out to my day one just to see how she doing. You never know, man. And life is life, bro. We can be here 1 second and be gone the next, So just reaching out to people, just saying like, hey, how you doing? You all right? You still breathing? Okay, good. All right, it ain't got to be too much, but and that might, that might just uplift somebody for the season. Just seeing someone cares, even as content creators, it's nice when people, I had like, I got, y'all reaching out to me, but there was a couple other people who reached out to me when, I was, when I was off for a minute. Well, they reached out. One girl was like, I was listening to you live. It sounded like you was having problem breathing or alive. And I'm like, and I told her she was being funny.
Are you breathing?
Yeah, she was being funny. I'm like, nah, I was having a migraine that day. She was like, oh, I was just joking, but yeah, it sounded like you were struggling. I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, okay.
I don't check on nobody. I just figured people doing their thing because I disappear sometimes. So I just figured people are doing their thing. But I know Papa Will was always like, well, recently, I guess you could say he was. Don't you remember? He was like, you guys need to come to my channel. You guys aren't coming to my channel. But he was posting like some weird stuff, like some sleep streams.
Yeah.
And sometimes I go in and comment.
You remember that one day when I was like, I ain't going to Papa Will's no more because he got the Chippendale dances on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pop
and
be
then
tripping.
You showed it.
Yeah. Yeah, Pops be tripping, man. But yeah, lately he been doing those like just a reoccurring video just looping. It's like a video looping, and it's like, I can only see it like 3 times, and then my ADHD kick in.
Yeah. Then he's got all those people, the YouTube support group that he has, I guess, that I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
I ran into a channel the other day, kind of like that, where they're like, it was like a short challenge. I forgot her name. I subscribed to her, but there was a couple people in the chat that I knew, so I'm like, oh, that's how come this popped up.
Geo?
On my algorithm. Is it Geo? Oh, she did say Geo, but I didn't know that Geo was her.
No,
Sylvia.
that's Geo.
Her name is Sylvia.
Oh, the amazing Sylvia. Yeah, her, Geo. That's Marlene people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never been in there. It popped up. Then I recognized 2 people. It was yeah, what's his name? The guy that does the oils. Rooted was in there. And then Sherry, Coach Sherry.
Yeah, Coach Sherry. I wanted to link up with Coach Mary Ma. There's
Coach Sherry's pretty cool.
Coach Mary, yeah, I wanted to link up with her.
Well, I don't know Mary, but Sherry.
Oh,
I'm gonna be tuning into her.
I heard her
Coach Mary.
Times. Yeah, Coach Mary Moss. I think she's from either the islands or Africa, but she be spitting, man. She be spitting.
Yeah, Coach Sherry had a stream, or I don't know if it was a stream, but I caught her video talking about distractions and how to use distractions to benefit you. And then one of the things I took away that I used to do, but I haven't been doing, is time blocking. I'm like, okay, I got to get back to time blocking because my ADHD kicks in and I just like, I'm all over the place here and there doing different things. And then sometimes I get caught up like I end up doing something way too long. And so if I just put like a time limit, kind of helps me. And if I know I'm on a time limit, then I'm going to hurry, because then I have to remind myself, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Yeah, that's it's a good technique, and and especially like within business, like if you're doing something
You
within
got to get
business,
done.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Turn
good.
off your phone, turn off your notifications, get this stuff done. Make it a point, put it on the schedule. I know for people that have like physical, medical issues, I heard somebody talk about there's only so many things you can do in a day, and they refer to it as spoons. And so each spoon is like a task, and so you try to get those tasks done to see how many you can do, but don't overdo it. So that way you feel like, okay, I'm accomplishing. Yeah, because some people it's hard physically. People that have like chronic fatigue or
Yeah.
just different things.
So even like I mean, like me, I don't know. I think I mean, I'm just like with. I think it's like a lot of those. I would say tools like utilize when people. I don't want to use the word like procrastinators, but
Oh, that's
um,
me. I'm a
uh,
big time procrastinator.
so yeah, you just need more structure,
Yes.
and that's basically what those tools are like when working with people. Because like what I do is mainly goal setting and goal achievement, and a lot of times it's like the people I work with. Once I see like they procrastinators, then we have to create structure, and those are um, more structure based tools.
Because there's people that'll get the hard tasks done first. And then I'm
Mm-hmm.
the type of person that I'll do the hard task last. I'm like, I'll put that one off. But really, you should be putting it first and get it
First,
out of the
yeah,
way. But yeah, sometimes I'm a procrastinator, and I know I got to do something, but I'll purposely do everything else but that.
yeah. When you find like naturally, like when I wake up with an agenda, I know what I want to get. I kind of created the night before. Like I know it's key things I need to get done the next day. And when I wake up, the first thing I do is the biggest task because after that, everything else like kind of fall in line. But like when I work with people and I see they have like tendencies to procrastinate, the very first thing I tell them to do is put the biggest thing, put the meat on the plate and eat the meat first and then go to the
Hmm.
potatoes and carrots. Because the meat, you got to cut it up and it takes a while to digest. So eat that first, get that done first, and then you go to the potatoes and the carrot. That's the analogy I used to. I don't know why I steal my analogy. But yeah, and that way, after a while, you do that for, I mean, always. Now, check this out 72 days. It takes you 72 days to create a new habit. 7 plus 2 is what?
Mm. I remember the one guy that does the 7 habits or something like that. Some older gentleman that had
Um,
something with the 7. I think it was 7 habits. But what did you say? 72 days?
72 days to create a new habit.
A little bit more than 2 months, guys. A little bit more than 2 months. It's hard though. It's hard
Well, 7
to
plus 2,
keep at
though.
it. You just gotta keep at it. 9?
There you go.
9
if you
all
look
the
at
time.
if you look at a lot of these like techniques that people use, the number of days they use or associated with it end up being 9, and that's because 9 is the number of completion. So it's metaphysical and psychological. Shout out to Commander.
Oh,
She is an
Gary.
MVP on YouTube and in real life. May God continue to bless her
To
and her
bless her
family.
family.
Shout out to the 9%. Shout definitely. Man, you saved
Thank
my butt
you.
the other night. Three is
Thank
the
you. You
root.
made me cry.
Man, you saved my butt the other night. And I appreciate you. I was about to
Oh, you're
crack up.
welcome.
I was about to crack up.
You were doing fine. I just came up for support. Just, just to be there
I
for support.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And that's what we do. That's why we love you so much over here, man. We appreciate you.
Oh,
Because
thank you. Much love to you guys too.
you know what? Ain't nobody even have to ask, and you just did, what was needed. And just watch them. You watch all of our back. Um, and we just appreciate. I'm not gonna. Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet.
How many letters in Commander's name? ARD. What up, baby? Tapping in from the Bay.
ARD. Yee.
You gonna make
Tapping
me
in
count the
from the
letters, Gary? Sorry. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. I want to hear you do it.
foot. Yee. I can't do it
Yee.
like ARD. He'd be like, yee. I'm gonna
Yee.
get that. I'm gonna clip that next time. I'm clipping it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I skipped one. Is it 9? It better be 9. 9. Okay. Wait, does that include the S? That's my number 9. That's my what do you call it?
Life
Oh
path.
my life path number.
Tay,
Tay, we need
Tay,
you. Tay, we're already forgetting about the life path numbers. Come on now.
Tay. Yeah, we need them life paths. We need some going. Look, we going into the 9. We need Tay up here, or if even if you don't come up here, if you do a show, if you go live or do a show, we need that life path. We need it.
Mm-hmm. I don't
It's
have nothing.
calling me. It's calling me.
Tay, you still in here? Because I had an idea for you. Or maybe when you talk to her next time, you tell her the storytelling idea.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
Just
know
come
what?
up with some stories.
She was about to do that before she um telling
Before she got
well
busier.
yeah, like she started to do that, but yeah, even from that angle, from different angles, from different extra input. um yeah, because it's some stuff that I don't know. I'm gonna wait for Gary. But it's a whole bunch of. I've been looking at my channel, and I had, how many things I started and just never kept going with it, like the women's
Yes,
POV.
I
But
know.
I need like cooperate. Like I can't have a woman's point of view conversation. Well, now shit, you here, so you and Tay, But I didn't have that at first. I was creating it, hoping people would come. But now that I got it, I mean, that can be a segment. You know, I really want to do the belly of the beast debates, but I don't really want it to be a debate. It just sounded like a cool name to me, the belly of the beast debate. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't want to debate because then it turns into something else. We get a little feisty.
Yeah. So sultry talk. We can call it sultry talk.
Sultry talk.
But my wife, she had a topic, and it's going to be controversial, but she wanted to come up and speak her perspective or her perception of it too. But she wanted to know, why do black females get upset when they see black men married to women outside their race? And
Yeah.
from her own personal perspective, like she want to know. And I'm like, I mean, shit, it's a question. Can't nobody get
I
mad
know.
because you have experience. So,
I think at first instinct that probably happens, but because I've felt like that sometimes. But because there's people that I know that they don't date anything but white women. That's it. They would date, marry white women. But there's nothing wrong with that. But I think like at first instinct, like there might be that feeling, but then you gotta like check. Well, I have to check myself.
see,
Check myself. Like why?
but you know what? It for me, It's like in Pennsylvania, it was never an issue. I didn't notice it really until I moved here. But it's kind of like in Detroit, it's segregated. Like, believe it or not, I mean, it's like Chinese people and some white people in the hood, but ultimately, it's black people in Detroit, and then white people in the outside suburbs, and then black people move out to the suburbs. But it's not like a lot. Like, even in my neighborhood, it's probably
Mm-hmm.
about it's black families in my neighborhood, but they don't out. It's not more than white or Middle Eastern or Indian. Like, is actually Indians, Middle Eastern, then white people, then black people. Like, if you in our neighborhood, that's how it go. But it
Well,
was like in like my family in Pennsylvania, we got it was normal.
it's a
We
mixed
didn't.
crowd.
Yeah, it's normal. Like, my great grandfather was white, so
Like I think I heard you or somebody else say too. It depends on like, well, what if that's all around that person? That you know, it's not
yeah.
that
I
they're
mean,
that's their environment that
it's
they're
their
in.
environment. I think experience, like, the reason. Well, I don't want to. She probably did. But an incident happened at work, at her job. I went to the hospital, to her job, and like people worked with her, and I guess they didn't know I was black. So she caught people talking shit. So she like, why do it matter
Mm-hmm.
anyway? And like, people think that, like, oh well, he sold out to her culture, when actuality she kind of got shunned from a lot of her, some of her family ain't even come to the wedding, and they don't talk
Mm,
to her. Now
that
her
part.
mother and father dead. You know, like, my family is her family now. Like, she had her sister and her cousin, but some of the family don't even talk to her now that her parents gone. They kind of shunned her.
Wow.
So it's like, and then like, if you come into our house, yeah, it's Middle Eastern Assyrian, but the way we celebrate and is all mine, is behind me. So she more or less took taking in my culture than I'm taking in hers. So
Yeah. I just think it feels sometimes like what like we're not good enough. Like if you have somebody like in the Latino community where their parents are telling their son, you date white, and it's like, well, what? Like, why? When they specifically are telling their kids, like I was told, date white or Mexican
mm,
and no black. I was like, definitely no black.
that's
But
how her growing up. That's how a lot of her family was.
listen, one time I did bring a black date to the house, and everybody was kind. Nobody tripped, so that wasn't that bad. My family wasn't that bad. I think when it comes down to it, sometimes people have a different perception. Especially if they're not if what they've been around they don't like what they see or they don't have any experiences. They're just going off of what the culture or what they've been told.
The stereotype, and I think a lot of that, because it's like, believe it or not, like, when I worked in the hospital, I was the first black male who held that position as an anesthesia assistant, and it was white people who used to always say, "Oh, you ain't like Frankie Blanco. What up, though? Top
What's
five
up,
alive. I
Frankie?
debate anybody." But it was white people, and I was getting annoyed. Like, what you mean I ain't like the rest of them? I didn't understand what they were saying, and their experience, the only experience they had, because they're in the inner city, the only experience they had with black people was the gunshot victims coming up to the hospital. Right, that's their experiences. So they thinking like, oh, this is how, and then they see TV, then they watch
Yeah,
movies. So they never really sat down to interact. And then when they did, they get with a, I don't like calling people up, but they get with a self-hating black person who speaks down on black people. So now their perception or that stereotype is getting solidified by some person who speaks down. I'm trying not to say the coon word. but those people, them Bojangle, the black people, the black people who put blackface on.
Yeah,
So
because
now
you can be black and be racist.
yeah,
Like
against
black
your own
people.
people. I've been around black people like that. I'm
Same
like,
same
what?
with Latinos, same thing. Yeah. Any race, I guess, you know? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who you are. Like you can
But I
but
think it's just like for me, like if I see a black woman with a dude, I grew up like saying that. So it's nothing like I don't. But if you're not accustomed to that, or if the experience you had was with a black man with a white woman talking about black people, that's the experience you had. Now when you see it, that's what you associate. You associate your experience with what you currently see. So if you
yeah, it's true.
experience that, yeah. So if you and then even on this internet, you got black men disparaging black women, talking about passport bros. Go get this woman. These black women and black women angry. That's all you hear on the internet. Then you see a black man with a non-black woman, and it's automatically associated with that. So like even I
Yeah.
mean it's times where people felt like I was like that, and I'm like, I can't do nothing about the way you feel, but we can have a conversation because that's not me, But I don't hate people because I really don't have hate in my heart. Like, it don't matter what race or person you are. If you're a good person, you're good. If you're bad, you're bad. That's just how I look at it. I can't put because I've been in positions where I was stereotyped, because I'm a big black man. I'm 6 foot, and man, if you would have seen me probably about 20 years ago walking down the street with a hoodie on, you probably would have ran. I got a barrel. You know how people say I got a barrel chest. Like I used to bench press just to warm up 220. That was my warm up. A lot of people can't even push 220. I used to bench press 300. So I got a barrel chest. My back is huge. I got to wear two to 3X shirts just to go around my shoulders and back. That's when I was fit. Now I'm just fat. But but if you see me, I look intimidating walking down the street. And then I had long hair with all this facial hair, and then I had actual hair. I look intimidating. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you look intimidating.
so I mean, so I've been stereotyped. Walking in places, and I used to, and then like when I hustled, it was like I wear jeans, and so I look like on the block wearing Timbs, and so I walk into like we'll go into what is that Neiman Marcus, and they'd be following me around, and I pull out a stack of money, like, man, you want me to buy you something too? Like, shit, I'm paying for anything. I ain't stealing nothing. I ain't got to steal. And that's just this pocket. And I pull out another knot. Oh, what about this pocket? I used to do that shit for fun. I'll wait till I'd be like, look, man. And then I got plastic too. Like, I got money.
Or when they don't even want to help you because they think you don't have money.
Yeah. And then I find somebody who, like, you new here? Yeah. Y'all get commission? Yeah. And then I go spend a shit ton of money. I used to do shit like that all the time.
Yeah, different cultures. Like I ran into like people that they only buy from their own.
Yeah.
Like they only want to deal with their own. That's it.
Yeah, I know people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
My wife's cousin told me one day, he was like, when I get married, I'm only marrying a Syrian woman because our race is being extinct. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you know who the fuck you talking to? Like, my wife is your cousin. So you trying to say what you trying to say? Like, oh, bro. Like, oh, boy. They was, I think that's
Blanco. Sorry, go ahead.
I think that's why I had to educate. I had to educate, some of them. I think that's another reason they don't like me.
So Frankie Blanco, he just mentioned a stereotype. Asian women are terrible drivers. But you know what they say? Women are terrible drivers. That's not always true.
You better talk to Dana Kilpatrick.
But there's stereotypes for a reason.
All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Hey man, like this what I'm saying, man. If a person cool, no matter what color, no matter what shade. If they cool, they cool, man. I got friends from all different races. That's look. The only way I was able to practice a lot of different religions is because I was cool with people. You know, just I'm cool with people, so I'm like asking questions like, hey man, can I indulge with you? Can you teach me? Yeah, okay.
The
Look,
worst.
APTV, what up though, bro?
Oh, what up, ATV? APTV. 13 keys. Wait, what's 13 keys? Is that like kilos?
Where we at?
It's all about
Six,
the
my
vibe.
wife is Asian.
I can't remember what chat I was
Yee!
in, but whose wife is Asian?
Hold on,
Oh.
let me shout out to ARD. Yee!
Oh.
Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. 13 keys. Now, I don't know. It's a guy called 13 Keys. Is that a guy? Yeah, it's a channel called 13 Keys. I don't know if you're talking about that or it's a metaphysical understanding of 13 keys too.
Frankie said his wife drives like it's stolen. I'm picturing it right now. She's driving like it's stolen. She's not making complete stops. She's making those fast turns.
Everyone in USA will have some melanin eventually. Is inevitable. I mean, if you just people communing with one another. I look at this, man. Like when you feel love, man, you don't really look at the color of the person. I've never fell in love with the color of a person. I fell in love with the character of a person. Me personally, always fell in love with people' character. Even people I like Commander. I love your character, like who you are, like what you project into the world. That's what I like. You know, I don't
Thank
really
you,
look
everyone, for accepting me.
at. Yeah, I don't look at people. Um, Like I was real. Like I got some real cool. I love Filipino people. They some of the coolest people on this planet. I don't care. Their food good as hell. That Pansit, Didi, Didi,
Ponce,
Didi.
Lucia.
We got to get some Pansit, man. Man. If y'all ain't never had Pansit, like Filipinos, some of the coolest people, and they welcome you. They real cool, man. And you just gotta if you really get to meet, like just give people a chance, man. Um, like it's some uh like you just respect people for how they are. I got this Japanese friend, right? His dad. When you know how I say I love people, I don't like them. That's what his dad told
Yeah,
me.
I always say that too.
Yeah, his dad. He was like, I don't like you, but I love you.
But I love you.
I'm like, I'm fucking confused. Like, cause you mean as hell, bro. you mean as hell. But I used to play. Me and him still cool till his dad passed away. But me and him, I met him playing AU baseball, and he was a pitcher, but he couldn't pitch. But I taught him how to throw a curveball and a screwball. He got him a scholarship. He went to school playing baseball. Got his, even though his family could afford it anyway. But his dad was just like, his dad was like hard on me. Like, like I thought he didn't like me. And he was like, I don't like you, but I love you. I'm like, bro,
Nice.
you weird, man. You weird. But the day he died, it was just hard. But he was just like he was very respectful, but it just it was weird. But I got that understanding from him.
Yeah. Well, and then like I was telling you that it was a question posed in a chat. I don't remember if it was Prez channel. I don't remember, but it was about like who's helped you the most in your life. And as I was thinking about it and people were thinking about it, it really wasn't like our own people that helped us the most. It was not even just me, it was other people too, like realizing that other people helped you.
Man,
What
Prez,
Prez
what
was it
up,
your
though?
channel? Yeah. I think it was Prez's channel. I don't remember though. But it was really interesting because I had never thought about it. And then when I started thinking about it, I was like, yeah, okay.
Bronze, my brother, what up, though?
Bronze is here too.
Appreciate Bronze in the building, Prez in the building. If I missed you in the chat, I apologize. I'm sitting up here rocking with Sis, and I got AP TV. Y'all
Ooh,
go
Thai
check out my
food's
boy.
good.
Oh, Thai food, man! I got food poisoning last time I ate Thai food. I ain't eating nothing. I ain't cooking no more. I'm straight.
I've never had Cambodian food. Frankie's saying
Cambodia. Oh
Cambodian
my
food.
god,
What
man!
is Cambodian food like?
It's
Is
like
it
the Cambodian food I had is like it's kind of spicy. You know what it reminded me of? Almost Indian food.
okay? I don't really like Indian food.
Yeah.
Like the spices.
Yee.
Yee, yee, yee. Do they pronounce the T?
No, we say
No.
yay.
Yee.
Hey, do y'all get Samoans where you at, ARD?
You say what?
Do you have Samoan people where you at in Cali?
Oh, I love the
Oh,
Samoans.
of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, it's a few cool little dip spots that you can go into in the city. You know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got the Samoans. We got our Eritreans. You know, we got everybody, and it's all love. It's all family. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was wondering that because like we got, but see, Cali, I think y'all get no, because y'all still get like Asian population. Do y'all got like Middle Easterns out in Cali?
Of course.
So y'all got every like the East Coast. We don't got like
They got
Samoans.
everything.
We don't got like
Everybody got their own area. I ain't gonna lie, and everybody like got a melting pot. Like for real, for real. Like we
yeah,
got the spots where we all, come together and like our events and festivals. Everybody kind of get a little of everything, but everybody got their own little spot too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know.
and ain't nothing wrong with that neither. I mean, because you still have culture. Your own culture. You can't lose.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
It's
what I'm
like,
saying?
you still got a spot to come home to, right? But at
Yeah,
the same time, you realize the community is so like everybody, their communities in one way or another impacts another person, and then that stuff. Now you got community outside of your own community, especially when you really need it, and that's what I love.
yeah.
That's something that people don't talk about like that over here, but we know it's real. You know.
And see, that's how I kind of see this. You know what I'm saying? Like we have our individuality, but we come together,
Yeah,
and you know what
and
I'm
it's no
saying?
disrespect when it comes to individuality. I mean, sometimes just depends, right?
Yeah,
Because yeah, we ain't gonna go down that alley.
Well, there's
But
good and bad in every culture.
sometimes it do be like that, where it's just like, damn, why y'all turning up like this, And it's like that, but it's not really. I don't look at it as a negative. I just look at it as an opportunity, But you know, yeah. So I mean, everything ain't sunshine and rainbows all the time. Ain't no kumbaya, but at the same time, I really believe like these communities out here like exposed me to man, just really just showed me V2 of what I experienced back, in my own hometown. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I love it. Yeah.
I mean, I love.
So talking about the Philippines and the Latinos, you did? Oh my God. you guys embrace me. I say you guys, right? That's a racist word these days. But you guys have showed me love more than I can even know. Because I didn't even know we had Browns, and we didn't call nobody Browns or Filipinos and stuff like that when I was raised. That was just your neighbor. We didn't really like know the difference between races and all these things, right? We was invited into everybody's like house. Like our parents, everybody's parents like talk to each other. Like, they came to our house, we came to their house, we cooked dinner for them, they cooked dinner for us. We celebrated on holidays. It was a real melting pot, like in a way. And I'm like, man, I didn't really understand true race until a certain point of my life. I'm like, man, can we just go back to where race ain't that important, but culture is more essential and community is more essential than just race itself? Can we go back there? Or was I blind the whole time? Y'all let me know.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's the environment you came up in because I came from a small town, bro, and it was like Sicilians, Filipinos, Chinese people, black, white, um, Italian, and it was more of the. Being honest, it was more like the regular white people and the Italians getting into it than anybody else. It wasn't like it was like the haves and have nots.
Yeah,
It
it
wasn't
was the
about
haves and
race,
have
bro.
mores.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it was. And
Yeah.
you was over there in the D too, right? Like Beach Daily, Saginaw, Seven, all that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know all about that enough, right? Because I was right up the block. Yeah.
Bronze. Bronze wants you to hit the tunes. He wants you to
Yee.
hit the music.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
Come on, get that money, 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 money. I don't come
If y'all ain't know, when y'all support the word with a membership, that's money. I appreciate y'all. I
That's three
appreciate y'all.
months on it. Yeah.
Bro, that's 3 months.
Bro.
And bro really been rocking longer than that. That's since I've been remonetized.
Yeah.
Bronze, yeah, Bronze was one of the I think he's the second serious,
Out the
the
big brother.
serious Tay and then Bronze. So I appreciate y'all, bro. That's how my memberships, that's how I get paid monthly off of YouTube. So I appreciate y'all. Because I don't get the views. And the donations. I appreciate the donations too, y'all.
That's a fizz. Big Browns is always good seeing you, brother. Always. So real quick, because Commando, much love and respect. You both hit something that really resonated with me, like how you were raised and everything like that, right? Especially, I'm a black man, right? My picture is my picture. I look a little bit more cooler than that in real life, but you got to see me in real life. But I was
He gave
saying
us a sneak
how I
peek.
was raised. I was raised, it was, I seen, I got a black dad, I got a black mom, right? I have a beautiful black family, but it wasn't all black, 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 blackity black. And I love the fact that it was as black as everything could be, but also I love the difference of my uncles married somebody, my cousins married somebody, my brothers and my sisters married somebody, right? That wasn't necessarily blackety black black and all this. And I'm not saying blackety black black as a funny thing, but it was like a narrative that, you know, you should date in your race and your culture and all this and all that. Look, that's to your own perspective and your own thoughts, right? If it makes sense for you, definitely do it if it makes sense. But if it doesn't, you shouldn't like beat yourself up, right? At all.
Right.
because nobody else be thinking that shit either. Like, let's just keep it a thou wow, you know. And on top of that, the culture that was created on how others diversified. I guess if you want to call it diversified, because I didn't even see it like that. I think it was just divine favor because people that did Latino or Filipino or any type of Asian whatever, you know, I'm like, yo, they just like family like us. And they really like respect everything and we respect them. Like they really family. They didn't have to assimilate like that. They didn't have to do nothing, nor did we. And we was all good with it. And it was just like, yo, this is cool. But you got them cousins, them aunties be like, yo, you did woo 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 woo. And we used to think about like we used to joke about that. It was like, oh, you gonna have a problem with this, huh? Like we used to call them out, like, oh yeah, you gonna have a problem. Put your finger at him. Oh yeah, you gonna have a problem with this. And we used to laugh at it because it was like, yo, like our parents never raised us like that. Hopefully, y'all parents ain't never, my uncles, like aunties ain't never raised y'all like that because they even dated like you did, however they dated. I'm not saying anything is right or anything is wrong. My thing is, if it works and it's positive and it's love, who gives a fuck what anybody else think, nigga? Excuse me, not nigga, but who gives a fuck what
Right.
anybody else think? It's not nobody else's business, like at all. And I know I'm gonna get hate for it. But my thing is, with your living situation, like, are you promoting what you promoting, or are you really like in between and you just trying to act like that? You know, like cut the TV off, man. Like cut it off, man. Like you tripping. And on top of that, our family, like it's so diverse in a lot of ways, even though it's the same. And I thank God for that diversity. It gives us even more resilience and it gives us more like longevity and love. Man, like I don't know, man. Some people might say that I'm an abomination. Some people might say, this is exactly what we need. Who gives a fuck what people say?
But yeah, but there's families that will disown you. Like Word's wife, has people that have
Oh
pretty
yeah.
much like they shun people from. I don't know. What I don't understand is like you see some people that are like Christians, supposedly God fearing, and it's like how could you be racist?
Come on. And
Like how
in
you
the
supposed to love
Filipino, like
everybody?
Christianity in the Philippines, right? Like I was just in Manila. Actually, I'm about to go to Manila and Thailand at the top of the year again. I'm bringing my family with me. And it's like it's like Christianity, but like you're saying, it's like how do you believe in Christ, but yet just because of somebody's skin color, it's an abomination. Is that Christ like? Like what type of Christ we believing in?
And see, I think at the end
I'm
of the
just
day,
curious. I ain't got the answer. I'm just curious.
at the end of the day, I think it's all based upon experience. Um, like my grandmother, she didn't like white people, right? And she respected white people, but she didn't like them, and that's
Yeah,
because of her experience. She grew up in the South, and some
yeah, that's a fact. I mean,
tragic
come on,
things
man. I
happened.
grew up in Indiana, and I ain't gonna say I don't like white people because that's not the case. I don't put a blanket on it. Have I been targeted from white people with power? Of course. That was just in my nature and upbringing. Do I say I don't like white people? Hell to the no. You know, my first best friend in life was white. you know,
Mm.
like it's just like, yo, what are we talking about? Like, don't let
And,
nobody else experience dictate your experience on this earth.
and that's the thing
You
too.
know, and that's not giving
Like
nobody no out to cop and please, even if it was a plea. But if you genuinely like, this is working for you, this is love for you. Who gives a fuck what people think?
and see that's the key too. It's all about understanding though. Like I understood her perspective, right? It's based upon her experience. When she was younger, her uncle got dragged out the house and hung in the tree in front of the house. So that was her experience, and
Yeah,
everything after that, was predicated
yeah,
upon that experience. So,
that's a
when stuff
fact.
like that happens, I understand her
That's a
plight, but
fact. Yeah,
that's not mine, you know. And at the same time, I respect hers, but I'm still living my life. And
Yeah,
I didn't have that experience. My
yeah,
experience with white people, I had a lot of white people help me out, like in my time of need, so
yeah.
I don't have that same experience. But,
I would say
you
we
know,
have both, right? Like for real, like and like it just depends, right? My dad is 83 years old, and he grew up really in Arkansas during that time. He did, you know,
hmm
really like that. Strange fruit, like for real, and man, just real strange fruit. Let's say that. And that he didn't raise us to be on love this but hate that, hate this but love this, because he already knew we'll be living in a generation. For some reason, he just had the wisdom of God to know that we'll be living in a generation where it won't really matter like that anymore. Like, so you really got to choose the love for love and God's sake, not because of just history alone. You have to respect history and give honor to history, but you have to choose to love, like period. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that probably went over people's head. When I say strange fruit, back in Arkansas in the South, come on, man. Like y'all know what that is, you know, like for real.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that is, but I could imagine.
Oh, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. You don't know what that is? Okay, no
Mm-mm.
worries, no worries, no worries. Essentially,
Was
it's without getting demonetized, it's strange fruit hanging from trees. All right.
okay.
Yeah.
Was some
Yeah.
people will like the other race, but like keep yourself over there. Like
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily racist. Like right, some people will be like, I'm not necessarily racist, but like I don't want you in my family. But that's kind of racist, no?
Yeah. You don't want me
Right?
in your
I
family for
mean,
what?
like I'm
For what?
like
Because I
people
ain't
will
got no
say that.
deodorant. I
Like
got
I
the
like you,
dollar
but I
store
like you over
deodorant and
there.
not the degree.
As long as
What's
you
the
stay over
problem?
there, we're good.
like growing up in the D, it was like we got a lot of Arabs, and they be cool as hell. In the store, you going to spend money. You build a bond and relationship. Then their daughter come, you start like, hey, how you? No, don't talk to her. She can't talk. You got to go in the back. You can't talk to them. Like what? Hold on, bro. Like so, I know what you're talking about.
Perfect example. There you go.
Yeah, that's how it was. It was like you
So you
cool,
good
but
enough
you
to
ain't
spend the
that
money,
cool.
but not good enough to talk to. You did.
Right, that's what it was. So
Yeah. That part.
Don't
That
get too
part.
close.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
You know what?
that's in people though, man. I
I'm not
mean,
even gonna lie. Like, I don't want everybody talking to little ARD. I'm
right.
over chin checking everybody, not because of their race and stuff. I just don't want people fucking with little ARD.
Okay,
Just as a
Prez, that's what I
player, I'm
kind of
like,
thut.
yo,
Prez said
hold
it.
on
Okay,
now.
thank you.
Y'all played tag too long now. Bring your ass over here. It's not even because it's no race or nothing. It's just like I don't want little ARD fucking with nobody.
right.
I'm daddy. You feel me? Well, that's being selfish of me, right? But at the same time, I can bring that up to like whatever that is. But I don't know. I think like the old guard mentality is one thing, keeping culture is another thing, and then keeping family traditions is another thing too. I don't believe in family traditions and culture like that because I know real people. For instance, shout out to um how do I say this? Well, shoot, I'm gonna say, I've been in India, I've been in Guam, I've been in like a lot of these places and celebrating and being embraced when people had weddings there, 2 week weddings and all this and the culture and all that. I've been at their parents' houses, been able to stay there, and I had everything that I wanted. They welcomed me with open arms. They called me their son, still to this day. I mean, even when they come to the Bay. And when I was out there, people was looking at me like, man, why you bringing this? Who this black guy? They called me what do they call it? They was saying this nickname, this word that meant slave. or something like that. And I didn't understand it at the time until I learned. And I was like, oh, they think that you got a slave or a servant. And I was like, oh, okay. Because that's actually how they talk to, like, they get, this is different classism over there too. And I was like,
Yeah,
damn, that's crazy.
especially in India.
And I was just like, yo, and my mom over there, my mom, she was just, defending me, and also my dad over there was defending me. And I was just like, making sure people understood the respect. You did? Because I was just like, yo, we can get down with anybody, but I wasn't there to do that. But I was just it's one thing to disrespect me. I can roll with that, right? But it's another thing to try to, like, when they was doing stuff to my mom and dad over there, and I was just like, come on, bro. Like, we're not doing that. You feel me? And when I say my mom and dad, it's because their child they brought over here to America. I was the first American, let alone black person that they ever met. And I treated their child with, like, love, respect, and care, right? And everything. And we ascended to something different that they didn't even expect, right? And I say it's just the presence of God, you know. And we've been family ever since. This is back in since what, 2012, you know? And I've been back and forth several times. Like, I brought my family out there. And I remember the first time I went out there, and people were saying this word, and I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, yo, I'll get down with anybody, like, whatever. And, like, for real, like, hey, I might not get out of here, but hey, I'm gonna get down with anybody. That's what I was
Man,
feeling because I was young, you know what I mean, ready for whatever. Like, because I was just not tolerating disrespect to, like, the people that really showed me love and actually opened their heart. And on top of that, I was taking care of their family, like, and they respected me as family, and they didn't have to do that. And long story short, came back around, and now and every time I go over there, it's like it's love, man. It's really love, and I didn't have to put pause on nobody. They didn't have to put pause on nobody. But of course, people still got some opinions about it, but, like, they don't care. We don't care. Like, sometimes the culture and traditions go so deep. But when we were celebrating that 2-week wedding, I asked the guy, my brother who was getting married, I was like, yo, so what is all this tradition and stuff about? Like, can you break it down? This man couldn't even explain why they actually do it for 2 weeks. He really couldn't tell me nothing. He was like, this is just what we do. I'm like, man, y'all go this hard and you don't even know what the hell this shit means? I'm like, man, this is just a business model. And that's what I told him. I was like, man, it's a business model. He's like, yeah, you're right. It's multi-business, like multi-billions, and people do this. And I'm like, yo, I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm like, you don't even respect it enough to know what the hell it means. Damn, that's crazy. Y'all do it for 2 weeks straight. I'm like, man, do people even know what it means to get married in America? Hell to the no. We take a vow and that's it. like, it just opened my mind on how similar we all are with losing tradition and how new traditions are formed and born. But that's just my take on it, though. Like, yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to go that deep with life
oh no, you
experience.
good, bro.
Yeah,
I just looked up like, man, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But I love having these conversations, man. I gotta come on early. I'm gonna start trying to. Well, this probably a good time for you too, ARD. Man, we gotta link up. We gotta. I say, my bad. This Instagram app. Hey, if y'all try to hit me up on Instagram, do me a favor. Text me first, because for some reason, if the app ain't open, I don't get the call. Like, it don't come through my phone no more, unless the app is open. But I'm gonna hit you up, and I'm gonna give you my number, bro, so you can just hit me up. But
yes, sir.
Do it in the back chat.
no, I'm
You
a
guys gotta
yeah,
send him a bat signal before you
yeah,
Instagram him.
yeah, because it don't. I be missing calls like Gary when Gary texts me like 2 or 3 times before he called now. But yeah, I've been missing calls on there, and I've been messed up the last couple of weeks, but I'm getting better. But yeah, I love these conversations because even though we went off topic, it just shows how we can network and build with one another, and have these deep philosophical, intellectual conversations about life. So it shows that you can build relationships on here. You just you got to do it for the right things, man. And if you, as long as you're building towards positivity, that's what the relationship go reflect is positivity. So,
Oh yeah.
I appreciate y'all so much, man.
And
Y'all
hopefully
look
I
out
ain't
for
bring
me.
you too far off topic. I just wanted to bring the
Nah,
perspective of, culture is culture. I understand tradition. We respect tradition. But like I understand, man, we're living in a time where AI can create your own new tradition for your kids and everything else. So what is really tradition if you don't really solidify yourself on what really love is? Like all this color stuff don't matter to AI. Like it don't matter. And AI is definitely the new sauce.
Oh
Believe me
no, you brought
now.
up
Like listen
AI.
to me now,
That's
believe
a
me
whole
later.
nother stream.
Yeah, listen to me now,
I don't
believe
want
me
no
later.
AI creating traditions for me.
Trust me, Donnie. Listen to me now, believe me later. You understand. And I
We
hate
want
to
to
say
reject.
it,
We
but I
want to
love it.
reject AI, but really, we're already living it for like a long time now. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, you let AI control your Google Maps and Apple Maps,
yeah.
right? Now, come on now, like we
Good
ain't
night,
call it AI
everyone.
then, right?
Good night, nines. I have to drop off. I hate to leave you guys.
No worries, good man. Though, yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
I'll
leave you
catch
look,
you
to
guys
it,
later.
but yeah,
appreciate you,
love
now.
and
Appreciate
respect.
you.
Yeah, to the top, my
Yeah.
brother. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you
You
dropping your
know,
wisdom. Helping me keep the lights on over here, helping me keep the content going. I appreciate, no matter how y'all add, if y'all come on the panel or in the chat, I appreciate y'all, man. And that's me and Gary have been
the,
talking about that a lot, man. Like just being an example of showing appreciation and gratitude towards one another. Because like we need more of that and less of the other stuff. So
yeah,
I
we can get that
appreciate
other
y'all.
stuff all the time.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know Papa Will, but
No, I don't.
long time, you know, friend of mine over here. He in hospice care now, so
Mm,
yeah, we gonna do a show. Just showing our appreciation and gratitude. I'm gonna talk some shit because Papa Will had me on here laughing, so
yeah,
we gonna do that for him tomorrow. So
yes, sir.
just
I'll be
so
there.
he know how we feel. You know.
We in the season of gratitude. Well, every day is gratitude, but man, 2025, everybody gonna understand gratitude. I mean, everybody gonna understand it now. And it's not gratitude because the price is going up or anything like that. It's real gratitude for the people that invested in you, regardless of how minuscule or how large it was.
Hmm.
It don't even gotta be money, man. Just time,
Time,
genuine time.
that, bro, that's
Yeah,
that's the most valuable thing, man.
just
So
time.
when we've been here 3 hours, and
Yes,
even though we
sir.
got 5 people in here, I guarantee you those
That's
five
five
people,
thousand right there.
yeah.
500,000. My bad.
And I
Yeah,
bet you them same 5 people been in here from the beginning to the end. So I
yeah.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, man.
It's to the top, my brother. It's to the top. Hey, man, we'll catch up, man.
Oh,
Definitely
for
hit me
sure.
on the bat phone. You did. I got you.
All right, bro.
To the top. Love everybody.
Have a good one, man. Hey, man, appreciate y'all rocking out with me tonight. We'll be back tomorrow doing that show for Papa Will. So make sure you tune in. I'm gonna set it early. I'm gonna talk to Kalani in the morning. I'm gonna call him in the morning. But yeah, man, y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nations. And if I say anything that resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that share button. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, we out. And in my ARD voice, yee.